just in time, Brad.
Yes,
That music was really loud.
Well, turn your speakers down. How about that?
It was
No, I had to turn it up so now that I can hear you, but I had to turn it down during the music because that was loud.
So everyone, welcome JT Entertains. He is a TikTok influencer. And also reseller on other platforms. So we have him on as a guest tonight. So if anybody has any questions for him, feel free to ask anything. But we are going to pick his brain also on how he got started and from where he was to where he's at now.
Also, I'm going to give you a little warning. We're not always appropriate in here.
Oh, yeah.
We're never appropriate in here.
He did tell me that he's watched a couple of shows, so he's well aware of.
Yeah,
okay.
You're good. You're good.
Son, it's a little bit of heaven and a little bit of hell here.
Yeah, no worries.
Heaven, hell.
Leroy is not here at the present moment, and I'm sure he will be late. He's probably walking.
Always late.
He's walking. I'm sure
he cannot join. He cannot join if he's walking.
Well, you will have to tell him that. You will have to tell him. All right, Teresa, do you have anything you'd like to ask JT?
Well, you had lots of time to chat with him before. I don't know how long.
So I know all the answers to all the questions.
More hell than heaven. Tara's correct. More hell than heaven. Shut up, Tara. Did you look at her name?
What's
so if you didn't know, okay. So before we go, is your name JT?
No, it's Tim.
Okay, Tim. Okay,
yeah.
I can handle that. So in the middle of all of this funness right now, we are doing a reseller weight loss challenge. So it is called the Silver Twong Challenge. Chris can explain that if he needs to. But there's a lot of competition right now amongst everybody in the chat that's part of our Silver Twong Challenge.
The Silver Twong. So the Silver Twong Challenge, JT, is a weight loss program. And Teresa created a Facebook called Biggest Loser, Resell Losers, or what's it called?
Reseller Biggest Loser.
Reseller Biggest Loser, and it's all about losing weight. You're going on a diet, see how much weight you can lose. See, our other co-host here, Leroy, he's probably walking, and when he joins, he'll probably be walking. So anyway,
he's probably trying to get in.
Who that is? He's 1525 cat. Who is that? I think I know who that is. I've seen your channel. Let's see. Anyway,
is 152 cat comparing you to Mountain Man Treasure?
That's who I was just gonna comment, but I'm not logged in, so I can't comment.
Oh yes. Mountain Man Treasures does sell.
Not the same.
Duckies. No, not the same. I'm not Mountain Man Treasures, but he does sell rubber duckies for the Gary Nisi Foundation, I believe it is.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
All right, Teresa, you get the first question.
Got new legs.
Hold on, I'm trying to log in so I can chat with the crew.
Okay, Brad, you go first then.
All right, I'm also logging in, but I'll give it a go. Well, I have a TikTok, and I don't do anything. I've opened it up like once or twice, so I'm not real familiar with TikTok. Your online selling, what platforms do you sell on? Just because I'm not familiar with you, because I just don't do TikTok. So
no, that's okay. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Macari, Facebook Marketplace in person though, not shipping anything, and then Whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And
what's your biggest platform?
What's your primary? Yeah, that was gonna be
my biggest platform over the last 3-4 months would be Whatnot now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a big Whatnot guy.
What do you sell? I took over, Chris. Sorry.
Oh, I sell on Whatnot. I'm in the state and storage unit pulls. So like that shelf behind me will be full. It'll be full from anything from sports cards, Pokemon, vintage, antiques, clothing. I'll usually do. I got a clothing reselling following over there, so I got to do some clothing. Otherwise, they'll go crazy and get mad at me and won't come back. So I usually have a rack over here full of clothing that I'll pull from.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about doing that type of live on other platforms?
Um, Not really. I mean, I've gotten invited. I've had a few people reach out to some newer programs, and I know like eBay Live is a new thing. But I've had so much success over the last several months on Whatnot. I haven't really seen the need to jump from that right now. But you know, eBay Live looks cool. I went over. It's very similar to Whatnot. But because I built such a good following over there, to start over on another platform just doesn't seem like something I'd want to do right now.
Okay.
Jordan.
The reason I ask is because Teresa up there, her and her husband have a platform called the dollarauction.com. And it's kind of built like they're trying to move it into kind of like an auction house where every Saturdays the auction ends, but you can go live on that platform also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. The only difference between us and Whatnot is everything has to start at $1. You cannot do $2 starts. You can't do $5 starts. Everything has to start at $1.
And they have progressive shipping over there also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
so does Whatnot. I mean, to
not
a point.
Not like no. Whatnot's not like that. The shipping's not like that at all. So Whatnot, you have to put a weight, an ounce or a pound or whatever in each item, and then it does that, and then it like after so many pounds you get free shipping for a little while, and then it starts over. Yeah, I think it's 5 pounds, and then it starts
5
over.
pounds.
Yeah,
I do the max shipping. I think it's important. If anybody asks me if they're getting into Whatnot, and they ask me their shipping, I usually tell them you should definitely do max shipping. I think you lose people if you're not. They want that deal, and I mean, I've sold thousands over there since I've been on the app, and I haven't. I've never messed with dimensions, just the weight of the package a little bit.
Right. So I want to ask you how long have you been reselling? Period. Just
Yeah. So I've been reselling. It'll be the first item I ever sold on eBay will be my 4 years will be in January. I've been reselling 4 years.
You're about right up there with us.
Yeah. Yep. Just started.
What got you into reselling? How did you start out? Like what motivated you to do that? And when did you start part-time, or did you just go full-time into it?
Yeah, so I started part-time. I mean, I'll be honest with you, how I started was Dick's Sporting Goods sent me 5 jerseys when I only ordered one for my son at Christmas. And when I told them, I called them and said I got 5 jerseys here, they actually just said to keep it. So I didn't know what to do. So my wife, I had bought on eBay before, but I've never sold anything. And my wife was like, throw them on eBay. And they were Steph Curry jerseys, and they were City Light jerseys, they were called. They were a big jersey at the time. And I sold them all in 4 days, and I think I made like $800. And all of a sudden, my Facebook and my TikTok was flooded with resellers. Like one of the first people I ever saw was American Arbitrage, and then Bearded Thrifter, who I'm friends with now, and K-Way Shop and Celeste. So all these people started coming up. Thrifting Treasure started coming up on my TikTok, and I just my wife and I was like, hey, why don't we go to Goodwill? And we spent $80, and this was in February.
At the bins?
No, just regular Goodwill. In fact, I probably wouldn't buy anything. I think about it, right? I'm like, I don't know if I'd buy anything I purchased back then. And we spent $80, and I got home that night, and I listed it all on top of my DJ turntable case because it's black. I DJ as well, and because I had no background, and I just did that, and I had my first sale a week later, and I was hooked from that. So, and yeah, I mean, long story short, that same year, and I got COVID, and I hated my job. I was a drug therapist and I was a nurse, and I was not in a good place mentally from the job. And I looked at my wife and said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I said, I think I want to DJ and resell. And
Her response was?
my wife actually says, my wife actually said, I believe in you and I know you can do it. And
That's great.
I have an amazing wife, an absolutely amazing wife. And I went and I put my 2-week notice in, and May 13th would be 4 years next year.
That's a good date.
Yeah, it was Friday the 13th.
That's
yeah.
one of my kids' birthdays.
Yeah. I was done. I was done. And I've never looked back. I've never no regrets. I mean, there's days reselling full time is tough, but you know.
So does your wife help you with reselling, or does she have a full-time job?
So she was a nurse. She was in nursing as well, and she just quit her job in August, and she's full time with me now.
Cool. The only reason I asked that is because I was curious. So I went out to the whatnot, and she's in like a lot of your pictures with you. So or like
Yes.
your artwork or whatever you want to call it. Your picture.
Yeah. She handles all the shipping. So she's the shipping and kind of behind the scenes, which takes a lot of pressure off me because I was doing all the shipping myself, and it was we were doing one show a week at the time, and then when she left her job, once August hit, we started with 2 to 3 shows. Like this week we have 5 shows. So a lot of raid trains where they only last 10 minutes, but there's still nice exposure and stuff like that.
Yep.
Did you oh god, go ahead, Teresa. I completely just forgot.
Don't look at me.
Excuse me.
Brad, you got anything?
Did you lose your mind,
I
Christopher?
completely lost what I was going to say. Like, I mean, it's
That's
just
a first.
lit
Chris,
right out of my
quiet.
brain, lit right here. That is a
Oh
me.
yeah, that's Chris.
That is a me.
That's Chris.
Chris rides horses.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah,
So
There you go. Hold on. We got a question. We got a question in the chat.
yes,
yeah,
that's what
there's
it
a couple of questions. The first one was, have you ever heard of the word twongs?
Yeah, there you go. Have you ever heard of the word twang, JT?
No, I've never heard of the word twang.
Chris, would you like to
If I didn't tell
explain
you-
it?
if
Hold
you
on.
didn't
Would you like to
know if-
explain to Tim what twongs
Yeah,
are?
yeah. If you heard somebody say the word twang, what would you think it was?
Something my wife wears on Freaky Night.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's so not.
And
Chris,
you
explain to him what twongs
pick
are.
and you also pick your salad up with it.
Yeah, and you
Oh.
also figure salad up with it.
Chris, we were in the middle of a thing one day, and he was talking about how he sells twongs or need something about twongs. And we're like, what are twongs? You know, the thing you pick up salad with. I'm like, those are not called twongs.
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
All right. Then we got the twongs out. Okay. So the next one is here.
Brad, did you see that?
I did. What happened? I did.
Okay. The next question is, speaking of shipping, I read today that USPS will increase the rates January 18th, 2026, 7.8% ground advantage. So
Does
is
it surprise you?
no, it doesn't surprise me, but here's my thing. Is that for that zone? So California and that whole Pacific coast out there is a certain zone. What zone is that? Is that what it's specifically for? Because the last increase on the ground advantage was for that zone. Teresa is looking it up.
How do you know?
Leroy, quit sending us messages through Instagram and get in here like you're supposed to be. Yeah.
No, it just says across the board.
It does. Okay.
It doesn't say anything about well, I'm not going to read their whole entire thing, but it doesn't look like it's based on zones. It's just they're going to increase, and they're going to increase priority 6.6%, priority express 5.1, and ground advantage 7.8, and parcel select, which I didn't even know they had parcel select anymore. But
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't either.
I will tell you, I learned something at the post office the other day, though.
What's that?
Did you know that the post office no longer does overnight mail?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Did not
No,
know.
I
that.
They
didn't
do
know
not
that.
do. I'm surprised they had express mail on there because they don't do like international
Wow.
express or anything like that anymore.
Wow.
Well,
That's
I can
crazy.
tell you,
I didn't
our
know that.
post office is looking stressed. They're understaffed, and
All
they
of
need
them are.
they need about 4 more people. They said,
Hmm.
and yeah, they're
Well,
You should
what's
bring
fully
in
going to
some
happen? I
cookies
mean, what do we? I mean, let's talk about this secret. This is another. So every year it's July,
in January.
January. I
But
mean,
I don't think you're going to notice a huge hike right now in January like you would in July, because they already upped the price of everything over Christmas for their holiday
I think that's what
prices.
they.
So you're not going to notice it. They're just going to make it full time going forward after
I
January.
feel like they up it in the holiday times, and then that's where they leave it at in January 18th. You know what
Well,
I mean?
they up it in the holiday times, but you don't get anything better for your service. Like you're
No.
paying more, but their service
don't
still
know, yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, we're still paying. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's raising fees and stuff like that. It's just it's starting. I mean, I'm curious. Here's what I'm. I mean, if it gets to a point to where the item is not even worth shipping anymore, person to buy it's not even worth. It's not worth them to pay the shipping on the item to buy it. You know, I mean, what's that going to leave us? I mean, is that what's
people.
are we moving into a undercover conspiracy theory that they're trying to raise prices so
You
retailers
done
go out of
said
business?
you said you weren't a conspiracy theorist, Chris.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Have you been talking to Tammy lately?
Man, I talk to her every day. I have to.
You don't have to. I didn't talk to Corey for most of the day today, so
We got a question for you here, Tim.
Yep.
Okay.
How do you source?
How do you source?
My biggest sourcing is definitely buyouts. I think that's the best bang for your buck. I'll go to thrift stores because my wife likes it. I have a couple honey holes where I can get some good stuff, but buyouts is my biggest.
So when you say buyouts, do you mean like estate sale buyouts or like?
Yeah, usually collection buyouts, or I'll have someone like I'm actually doing one tomorrow. Someone wants me. They're a reseller that's out of the game and they're moving, and I went and I picked like part of his garage last week. Found a bunch of Nintendos and old video games, and he's got a whole nother garage full. A lot of beer taps and a lot of like vintage items and some uranium glass and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna go hit that tomorrow. And usually, what I do is I do one of two things: is I'll do consignment, like if we're gonna do whatnot, typically I just want to buy them out and just pay them the money and be done with it. And then I can just because like I have like this is my shop right here. I have, I don't know, probably 67 bins full of stuff that I don't even know what's in them anymore. Like I just buy, and I flip as fast as I can is kind of my style. Which is where whatnot comes in, which I know is not the super popular for people, but I like that quick flip. And if I can get my items cheap enough, then I'm gold.
So somebody brought it up in our chat. So I'm guessing you don't ever watch Grams and Pops, which is okay. I'm perfectly okay with that. But about 3 months ago, we came about on a listing that was on Facebook Marketplace that was about 3 hours away from us, 2 and 3 hours away from us, for a Star Wars buy. Most of it was part of it was supposed to be vintage. They were supposed to leave some of the big things that we were banking on making money on. When we got there, were gone. He had let, unbeknownst to us, 2 or 3 other resellers go through and pick it. But it ended up turning out okay. So we ended up walking away with an entire trailer, an 8 foot wide by 16 foot trailer or 12 foot trailer. The entire back tailgate of our truck and the back seat of our truck filled with Star Wars, anywhere from 70s to 2000s, new in the package. And I'm pretty sure we paid $1,500 for the whole lot, and we are up to, I would say, probably $8,000 to $9,000 sold already.
Wow, great.
So, but yes, that's like the only other big buy. Well, we've done, I would say, 2 buyouts. We did a Department 56 buyout where we bought another entire truckload and trailer load full of Department 56 figures for like $900 still in the box. And then we actually bought out an estate sale one time for a kid that we know. Yeah. And we've made money off that. Now, my other question, since we're talking about sourcing, do you ever buy storage units?
No, I've never done it yet. I've had the opportunity. I have a buddy. He is great eBayer. So he's a top tier eBayer. His name is Dane Varmint. He actually got flown to Washington. He's a great reseller. He's a big storage unit guy, and he's in Vermont, and he'll send me, hey, this is in Liverpool, New York. You should look at it. So I bid a couple times, but I just haven't won yet. I haven't had the need to really pursue it. Because I get calls every day almost where about, hey, will you buy this out? And I'm going to tell you, when that started, it was the moment I stopped worrying what people thought. When I first got in this, I was worried to tell people what I did. Like I was reselling. The moment I just became open with it and I told people, hey, this is what I do. This is my job. I'm good at it. I'm going to make you money. I'm going to make myself money. And the moment I started doing that, the doors just opened up, and I have to turn people down now, which
I need to come move to New York.
Yeah, I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with sourcing. But again, I put myself out there though. So it's not like it's like I had somebody once tell me, "Oh, you're just lucky." It's not luck. It's putting myself out there. I do flyers too. I have cards. I carry cards with me in my wallet. So I'll go to an estate sale and I will be honest with them. I'm not disrespectful or rude. I'll say, I love your prices. I'll buy some things. I said, I have run a couple of estate sales myself. And I said, I know you're going to end up with stuff. I said, here's my card. Give me a call. I'd like to buy the rest of it. And, sometimes they call, sometimes they don't. And, yeah.
Most of the estate sale companies that are around here, like we went to one today. We have like 3 primary estate sale companies that are around us because we're in small town South Dakota in the middle of nowhere. They have people that they sell their stuff to already. And then it makes me giggle because the one company sells their stuff to this one guy, and then he takes it to the auction house that I buy, because I buy it from ProxyBid all the time, and his stuff ends up there. So I get to buy it for super cheap anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Real quick, we got another question from Ford here. He says, Tim, what do you think reselling will look like in 10 years from now?
Oh, well,
you can tell, you can say, you talked about what you thought the future was going to be. You can go ahead and talk about that.
Well, I think the future is e-commerce. I do think it's e-commerce. I think it's going to be 100%. I think it's going to be live selling. I think Whatnot, eBay Live, other sites, I think are going to be the future. I don't think eBay's going anywhere with, like, if I have, the 1978 Death Star, I don't want to throw that on Whatnot. I want to put that on eBay. I think that there's still going to be a market there, but I think e-commerce is going to be the future. But I also think as resellers, and I tell my chat this every morning, whether they want to listen or not, you're going to have to learn to pay up for items. I think it's only going to increase because of this, what we're doing right here. I think this is great. I think what I do is great. I think what you guys do on your social platforms is great. But we also have to be aware. It's like my buddy, right? He owns a massive construction company. He's a great businessman, him and his wife. He says to me all the time, he goes, I don't understand why you tell people your secrets. He said, doesn't that create competition? And I think it does, and to a certain extent. But I do think, because there's so much social media out there, I think we're going to have to learn to pay up for certain products.
So do you think social media hurts? Like you go on a lot of people's, like TikTok especially, you'll see people that are on there saying, online resellers are ruining it for everybody. People who are telling, I actually saw somebody say, eBay is watching your channel and they're seeing what you're paying for it if you say what you pay for it. And that's why they're raising their prices and their fees and everything. I'm like, do you really think eBay is sitting there watching all these people's YouTube? I don't think so.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's, this is where, for me, if I would have never saw American Arbitrage, Bearded Thrifter, K-Way Shop.
Stop. I got to ask a question. Have you ever met Carrie? Mm-mm. You've never met American Arbitrage?
No, he doesn't. They don't even follow me. That's the funny.
Oh, really?
No, I mean, I don't.
Met him twice.
I don't think they know that they were a big. They probably don't know they were a big influence on my him and Bearded Thrifter were huge. Like Bearded Thrifter was and I don't even think Chris knows Bearded Thrifter. I don't think he even knows how much I watched him, and the fact that I talked to him on the phone is weird still to me because he was one of the first people I watched, along with K-Way Shop, and there turned into be so many of them. But I don't know. I don't think I'm not on that group that's like, you're ruining it for everybody. I don't believe that at all. I think there's enough out there, but I do think we're going to have to adjust to paying a little bit more for items, right? We've already seen it.
See, and that's part of it too with us. I mean, we're trying to move to like higher price items. So we'll walk into a garage sale, and when we walk in there, there's like $50 to $100 things that may sell for $300-$400. I'm okay with paying that.
Me too.
Because I can do that. Not I don't want to say it that way. Not that I can
bragging
do that,
now.
I'm comfortable doing that.
Right.
Like
right.
I've walked in and paid $100 for a thing that I know I can sell for $400. Right. So, it's hard for a lot of the people who just source on garage sales to be able to do that, because most resellers are like, I want to pay the least amount I can to get something that will sell and make money on.
Yeah.
Whether it's the highest amount or the lowest amount or whatever, but they don't want to pay that $50 to go buy something.
Right.
That they may have to sit on for a little bit.
And I think those are the ones that are going to be left up by the wayside. I like, and when I say that, it's not that you can't find good deals. I found a crazy deal the other day, but I think they're becoming few and far between now, because I've had my own 84-year-old grandmother call me with $1,000 item and be like, I always thought this was junk, but I just found out this is worth $800. Like, how does my 84-year-old grandmother even know this? Like, it's because of social media, and she watches me and she watches other people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we have a neighbor that lives across the highway from us, and she messaged us one day, and I just giggled because it's like Corningware, like with the blue. I think I can't remember if it's the blue or if it's like the onion pattern. She was searching on it on eBay for it, and she saw one that said it was $99,999. She's like, "Can you help me figure out how to sell this?" I'm like, "I can look at it," but she's like, "There's some rare stamp on it," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this reminds me so much of the Princess Diana Beanie Baby."
Yes,
like, come on.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah. The VHS
tab. The other day that somebody said, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to retire," because it was a Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Yeah, I sold it for $9.99.
That sounds like the what was the black label? The
Black Diamond VHS.
Yeah. When I first got into it, everybody was raving about the Black Diamond VHS, and I'm like, why is everybody like high up on these? These things are trash,
I don't know, man. I've always been skeptical. My dad is like, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to make a comment when you said that you think live selling is going to be the future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I agree with that 100%, just because I know I've tried. Like I do watch people's YouTube or whatnot shows, but I'm one that I want to go get what I like, buy something off of Facebook or buy something off of eBay or something like that, where I can go look for it and find it right now instead of sitting through a show. For a lot of people that like a lot of whatnotters, they don't do they don't preload stuff.
Yeah.
They preload, and I'm not going to sit there and wait and hope that you're going to sell my, this t-shirt that I've been looking for. Maybe you'll have it, maybe you won't, and give up an hour and a half, because an hour and a half or up to 5 hours. Some people run their shows forever.
Yeah, they do.
I think experience buying and just like shopping for an item are different a little bit. So
yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah. And I don't know how many people, I mean, I have sourced off Whatnot. 100% I've sourced off Whatnot.
Yeah.
We have a friend who sells on Whatnot all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think I think it could be a generational thing, because Whatnot, I think it's like a younger generation shoppers, where like eBay and Amazon now is an older generation shopper. I mean,
I got told I was a younger generation today. So we were at an estate sale, and there was this little old lady, like she was 70s. Like she wasn't frail or anything, but she was there with her husband. And he said, "Oh, did you find anything?" And she's like, "Yeah, well, we can discuss it in a little bit." And I'm like, what do you mean discuss it in a little bit? If you want it, just buy it. You don't have to have his permission. And she looked at me and she's like, you're from the younger generation. Where, younger generation, I don't ask my husband, all the time if I could buy this. If it's a high dollar amount, we discuss it. But, I just.
All right, we got a question from our sponsor, Wolfman Goodies. Says, JT, you have 15 million views. How long have you been on YouTube?
I've been on YouTube, I don't even think a year yet. I don't know. I just found out the other day when you said we're going to be on YouTube that I have 8,000 subscribers. I had no idea. So I'm not a big social media guy. I hate it, to be honest with you. I hate doing videos. I hate it so much. I like going live. I like throwing some videos up. But I don't like making them. I wish I could hire someone just to follow me around. But it doesn't work that way.
Kevin.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Well, Leroy, don't get up because you're next, buddy. Yeah. So do you know Commonwealth Picker Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So you want to be a Kevin then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Probably, yes. I just don't like, and you guys know, I know you said that wouldn't be a big topic on here. TikTok shop is I've been doing a lot of that. And I just
got access to TikTok shop.
Yeah, TikTok shop's life-changing. I will tell you that.
But see, so here's the deal. With TikTok shop, all I think about with TikTok shop is seeing people scrolling through, death scrolling, whatever you want to call it. And every other video now is, oh, you can buy this fantastic thing that I've really never tried.
Yeah.
But you can buy it too. And they lied and said that it was on sale for $50 and it was really on sale for $40. That's all I think of with it. So when Corey and I talked about doing TikTok shop, we want to sell our own stuff. I don't want to sell somebody else's crap because we 3D print stuff that helps resellers.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. That's what I think of TikTok shop.
Well, it's like I told Chris, TikTok, that's part of the e-commerce thing. Like TikTok shop is the second leading sales site now. It is the future because if you think about it, that's what the younger generation does. They don't watch TV anymore. They flip on their phones, and YouTube's about to jump on to the whole e-commerce, and Facebook's already doing it. Instagram's already doing it. So what you see on TikTok is going to be on the other sites because of the $1 billion they're making an absurd amount of money, and you're right. There's a lot of garbage on there where people you have to make it entertaining. Like Chris said, he watched one of my TikTok shop videos and he spit his drink out. Like I try to make them, not all of them, because I would never be able to come up with that many scripts in a day. You got to try to make it entertaining, and so that gets people to engage and stop and stuff. And I like to rage bait people too. So I'm a big rage bait guy. So, yeah.
All right, Leroy, do you have any questions for Tim?
Yeah,
you didn't introduce Leroy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Hi, Leroy.
This is Leroy.
Leroy. He's our resident eater.
How you doing?
We have a segment in here usually, but we're on our diet right now, so I don't think Leroy's been eating on the show a whole lot. But we usually have a segment called "What is Leroy eating tonight?"
Yeah,
because he'll usually be eating cheese or popcorn or soup or something.
Yeah, Marcia is here.
Hi,
Hello,
Marcia.
So I don't have any questions from. My name is Leroy. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
I don't have any questions right now, but I might have some as I keep engaging in the conversation. I heard some talking about that you do TikTok shop, and what do you sell and where do you thrift? If you guys already talked about this, I apologize.
You can.
Yeah, we hit on it.
He's always late and he comes in with this.
That's okay. Yeah, I like to go and buy out collections. I like to pick estate sales at the end. Like I'm not the guy that waits in line for 2 hours at the opening of a estate sale. I'm the guy that shows up on the 75% off day. I'm just I don't like crowds. I don't like to be pushed. That's why I can't do the Goodwill bins. I can't stand the bins. I've been there 3 times. And in fact, a crazy story with the bins once is second time we were ever there, I didn't realize they reset the bins and they make people wait behind a yellow line. And then I didn't know that. My wife and I walked in and we just started picking through the bins.
Oh,
And you know that feeling when you like somebody's staring at you? I literally like just happened to look up and I had about 50 eyes on me. And a worker taps me and says, "Hey, we're changing the bins out. You got to go wait over there." And I had no idea. I took the walk of shame behind everybody, and then they blow a whistle and everybody runs and pushes, and I can't do that. It's just not my
it's
style.
a wonder. It's
The
a wonder
first
you
time
didn't
I
get
ever
kicked
did the
out.
bins,
Yes.
we were in Las Vegas. So we did my very first experience with bins was Las Vegas
Yeah.
with American Arbitrage, ADH Dave, all of them. We were all in there. And they absolutely hate YouTubers. Anybody with a social media presence like that, they hate. And so we were all there, and a majority of us, a lot of us that were there, do YouTube. And it was like they push, they shove, they run. It's not fascinating at all.
Yeah, no.
I did not enjoy it in Las Vegas. Leroy, you can't hit them. You'll go to jail.
If you push me, I'm hitting you.
I'm scared to go to the bins. I'm afraid I'll come home pregnant or something.
Brad, guess what?
You know-
You need to
you
come
know
up
what
here
I'm
in
afraid-
March
You
and
know what
just entertain the Omaha bins.
I'm afraid of glass and stuff in the bins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody says they wear gloves, but I don't. I've never
I
worn
don't wear
gloves. in there.
gloves.
I
I
just
don't.
make sure I wash my hands and don't touch my face while I'm in there.
Ugh.
1525 has a question. It says, "Do you have anything specific you like to sell, or just whatever you find? Are you niche down, or?"
No, I mean, so my business is definitely shifted to Whatnot. I still sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace for big items. I even flirted with a vintage booth that we've actually been doing pretty good with. I just did it for fun. So, but I mean, I love obviously vintage, like 90s. I call it retro, more retro stuff like toys and video games. That's my favorite thing to buy and flip. That's probably the most knowledge I have is stuff like that. 80s memorabilia.
Do you walk up to garage sales and say, "Hey, you got any video games?
Never.
Video game council?"
I've never done that. I've never done that. No.
We did a YouTube when we shortly after we first started with our experiences at garage sales, and we made fun of like, you got the t-shirt bro, you got the video game dude. You know, we made fun of them all.
Yeah. I've never walked up to a sale and said, and my wife will tell you, I've never once went up and said, "Hey, where are the video games? You got any of this?" Like, I just look and I hear you should do that, but I've heard people say you should, but I'm like, nah. I'm super quiet when I'm sourcing because I'm just kind of like my wife will. I don't remember. I feel bad. Hopefully she's not watching. I don't listen to half of what she's talking about when I'm sourcing because my mind. I got blinders on. I'm telling you, I'm locked in.
Does she chit chat with the people at the garage sales?
Oh yeah, she does. You bet.
That's
Well,
me.
I will tell you, I do the same thing. So like, another thing we do where it's come in handy is like, so like our post office is super unmanned. Like they're down 4 employees, like you guys were talking about. We buy them pizza every couple months for lunch. Like during Christmas time, we take them donuts and we take them coffee. We hook our thrift store up, our couple places. Like I always try to be like cool like that. So like when I walk up to a garage sale, I am usually kind of chatty, but it's not. It's more about because I want a good deal. So it's like, so I'm chatty, but I'm like, I'm focused on why I'm there. Like I'm there to flip. I'm not trying to buy for myself. I only collect 2 things, and that's Back to the Future and Predator Alien stuff. And sometimes
cool.
I look at, like, I got a $1,500 sign over here. Every day I love it and I look at it, but at the same time I see money every time I look at it. So
Right.
I'm about flipping and making money.
Wow. I do have a question that's off topic. I don't know the story behind it, but I noticed recently that Britney Spears is missing, and then I seen her in a bonfire. Can you explain?
Who cares?
Can you explain what's
She was
going
in
on
a
there?
bonfire. She was in a bonfire.
She was in a bonfire. Can you
In
explain?
it?
what's
That's
going
like
on
talking
with
about
that?
Taylor Swift. Who cares?
She's in a bonfire.
Yeah, let Tim tell you.
Yeah, so I have a buddy. He's actually like my mod too for Whatnot. Somehow he got forced into it. He is in love with Britney Spears, and a buddy of mine up in New York gave me a Britney Spears 7-Eleven sign from 1998 or something. And it had all the posters. So I've been flipping the posters anywhere from $15 to $30. Well, the cardboard used to sit kind of like where Josh Allen is, and he always made jokes about how much he loved it, how much he loved her, and then people would come in and say, "Oh, we love Britney," and then one day I just lied to everybody and said I sold it, and that's about all I can say. I'm not going to confirm or deny if I lit her on fire.
Your actions right now confirm you lit her on fire.
Maybe I can't say. I don't want to make anybody upset. So
you're a Buffalo
Britney
fan?
Spears.
am I a Buffalo fan? No, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh,
My brother is too.
My God.
Rip
Yeah.
cardboard Britney.
I do root for the Bills because I'm a New York guy, but I mean, that's money right there. I'm just gonna sell that one. I use this for videos because people literally will engage in videos when they see John. When you put weird stuff in the background, people will stop and comment, which is what you need. You need the comments for engagement.
Yep.
There you go, Leroy. Leroy's a Steelers fan.
Oh, that's terrible.
Leroy disappeared. Leroy makes himself disappear when he gets hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So the video is still not confirmation that she actually got burned.
Yeah, I can't confirm
There's a
or
video?
deny. Oh, yeah,
there's
it's
a
on
video.
TikTok.
There's a video. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to go scroll your TikTok just to find it.
It's recent, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it is. I did it. I do post like 20 to 30 TikTok shop videos a day, but if you scroll a little bit, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Did you see Jan? She said that girl is on fire.
Literally.
Literally.
So JT, how do you find time to make all the videos?
Sorry, I'm fighting. I think I'm getting a cold. You guys know that pre-cold
Brad's got
feeling?
one.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's tough. I grind. I mean, I get up. I get up early. I do my morning live. There's days I don't stop till 10, 11 o'clock at night. It depends. Like my wife. But I gotta stay structured. But I'll be honest with you. When I first started TikTok Shop, 20 videos took me all like half the day. Now I can bust out 20 videos in like an hour and 25 minutes, hour and a half. If I want to make them high quality videos where they're a little bit more engaging, 20 videos will take me about 2.5 hours. So I can list, if I want to list items on eBay, right? So it'll take me, if I want to say, let's say I want to do 5 items on eBay. It'll take me, I can list 5 items super quick because again, I have shifted my business to a lot of Whatnot. Whatnot's been super profitable for me over the past several months. I've grown on there quite a bit. And so that's allowed, because I get such cheap cost of goods, it makes sense for me. I mean, I could put this bottle of water on, let's say this is worth $500 and it could take me 6 months on eBay to sell this. Or, let's say I paid $10 for it, right? $10 I paid for this. It's worth $600. Or I could throw it on Whatnot tonight and get $300 for it. Like, that's the way my brain thinks. And I know that's not everybody's style, and it's cool.
How often do you sell items for that price? Because you go through and you watch TikToks. I mean, if you're selling gold, you're selling silver, that type of stuff, you're making bank.
Sure.
Because people are on there paying. I've been into some of the gold and silver ones, and I just back right back out because I'm not paying what they're getting for it. But how often do you actually sell stuff for over $100 on Whatnot?
It just depends. It depends on the style of show. So like I did a crazy giveaway. They call it a giveaway mania with Corey Mannix, who's a huge name over there. And I sold a Lego set for $412. And if I sold it on eBay, I'm probably getting $600. If I want to sit on it a couple months, I could probably even do $800 because it was sealed if I want to sit on it longer. So no, I mean, for me, it's taking like a $40 item, right, that I get for a couple bucks and flipping it for 15 to another reseller. Or I go over because I got collectors in there, you know. So like I did a video game show the other day. I had $500 games in there. I got ballsy and I did a video game, and we got collectors in there that paid close to what everything. You weren't flipping it, really. You were maybe a little, but 90% of the items I sold went for about what you're going to sell them for on eBay. So it worked out in my favor, but I would have never done that in the beginning, though. It's only because I built that following up and I was able to kind of promote the show a little bit.
So what did you start out with on Whatnot?
Junk. I mean, with junk would trickled in items, good items. Now, because so if I go do this pickup tomorrow, right, and let's say it's all shippable items, nothing crazy big, 98.8% of it, regardless of what it's worth, is going to be in my next shows. That's the way my reselling game has changed. Now if I walk in there and I got a $5,000 chunk of gold, probably not putting that in there. But if I roll in there and pull out Cronus Trigger or something like Chrono Trigger, you know, a $600, $700, $800 game, I'm probably gonna throw it in a Whatnot. I probably will.
Do you start everything at $1?
It depends on the show. $2 is my standard show. Yeah, my retro gaming show I did 5 and 25, depending on what the item was. I because there was such high value games in there. There was gradable games in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so curiosity, how long did it take you to get to 6,800 followers on Whatnot? Because there are a lot of people, and you can death scroll TikTok, and you will see people saying, I had my first Whatnot show and I'm super embarrassed by it. I sold nothing.
I get embarrassed every time I have one.
Well, I'm gonna have to give a shout out to my TikTok community. If I name names, I would miss somebody. But I had a good crew. My first show. So I've never done a Whatnot where I've had under 30 people ever. I started growing. I don't know if you guys know I Can Hustle All Day. Chad is his name. Okay, so Chad is
he does lives all the time too.
He's been on this show. Him and
okay,
AZ.
so yeah. So Chad is my boy. I asked Chad. So I watched Chad grow over 2 months. Right, I was doing well. I was doing good, but I wasn't really growing crazy. And I wrote Chad. I talked to him. I said, hey man, what do I got to do here to take it up a notch? He said, you got to get social. You got to treat this like it's social media. You got to get on people's shows. You got to get in some raid trains. And the moment I started doing that, so in August, I had 2,600 followers. So I've grown 4,000 followers since the middle of August. Through raid trains, meeting people, and just trying to be entertaining during the show. Because you said it, right? I mean, you said it. It's hard for me to sit for an hour and a half and watch a show. So my job is not just to flip the item behind me. It's to keep you engaged into the show. It's to keep you entertained. And I can do that most days. Like my wife and I banter back and forth, which we've come to find out brings a lot of people. People love it. And I never realized that. Like, we don't argue, but like we'll banter back and forth. We'll put items on there where I'll tell her they won't flip, and she says it will, and we'll go back and forth, and we'll put the item up, and you know, we get goofy. So that's how I was able to build that following over there, and it's only continuing to grow. Our Tuesday morning shows are definitely more profitable, and we get more people. But Wednesday shows is also pretty good too as well.
So somebody wants to know what a raid train is. I know what they are, but not everybody does.
Yeah, JT.
Yeah, so raid train is just is basically you get a certain amount of sellers. It can be 5, it can be 20, it can be 30, and I'll run my show, and it's pretty structured. So let's say we're doing 30-minute shows. At the end of the show, at the 30-minute mark, I send my whole following over to Chris. Chris runs his show and then sends it after his 30 minutes is up, sends it to Leroy, and it's just a train, and that's how you build followers, and you kind of you get kind of those big raid trains, those big amount of people's in your room. Excuse me.
Yeah, those
Can
are
I
a lot of
interrupt for a
fun.
second?
Yeah, go ahead,
Sure.
Leroy.
I like the guest, but if he put me after Chris, I'm not getting anyone in my raid train. There's nobody coming over. Like, there's nobody coming. I'm all by myself.
Brad. Oh
Nice.
goodness. All right. I had a question, but I forgot. Brad's gonna say
Again?
something. Brad's distracting me because he's not saying anything tonight. It's
I'm
really
just
bothering-
listening.
I know,
I'm
it's really
just,
bothering
I'm
me.
just, I'm just, I'll engage.
Bradley's taking it all in.
I
Oh
am.
yeah, he's having to remember for the closing. Got it. Gotcha.
I hadn't really, there hadn't really been anything to remember yet.
He's gonna
So I want to ask you a question, JT, and
again.
yeah.
Well, you asked
Do
me
you
to
remember
say
what it
something.
is?
Leroy? Do you
You
got
just
a
move
question
on?
for him, Leroy? No, you don't. Okay.
You asked me to say something, and you move on. That's
Oh.
interesting.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
Brad.
shut up, Chris. Brad, what do
No,
you got to say?
I don't have anything. Go ahead, Chris.
Sorry, JT.
So
Good.
you still sell on eBay? How big is your eBay store right now? Since you do a lot of stuff on Whatnot, is your eBay store small or?
It is now. So probably 3-4 months ago, it was 1,100 items. I never went any higher than that. I didn't feel the need to. I was doing really well with about 1,000 items, and I'm down to like 260 now.
So is it an everything store or just a niche?
Yeah,
store
it's everything. Yeah, and I sell every day. I sell something every day. I only list about, golly, true numbers where I'm not trolling my chat because there's a couple people I love to pick on, so I troll them and say I haven't listed in 2 weeks. I probably list about 5 to 8 items a week, something like that. But
So you don't
like,
list every day.
what's that?
You don't list every day on eBay.
Not anymore. No, I've like I said, it's I mean, my 90 day is still good. I mean, of course, I'm not big into comparing your 90 days because I don't know what your profit is. I don't know what you're paying for all your items. You know, that's what people who flex their 90 days, I've never gotten big into that because, in fact, I think it's kind of cringe, like to flex it because, I don't know what you're paying for your items.
Nope. And I tell you, we have done that, but we flat out say, we only expect to get 50% back.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that I'm making 60, 70% profit on this. I will guarantee you it is at least 50%, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree.
Lower.
So I've showed my 90 day before too. Like I tell everybody what my 90 day is. I'm pretty open with it, but I've always said the same thing. When someone says, my 90 days, $47,000, expect that to be really
pay for your stuff.
Yeah. Expect that to be 50%. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and it's not, I had my 90 day was crazy last year. But like I said, Whatnot is like I said, it's a great platform for me because my cost of goods is cheap. But I'm not one of these guys. I don't need your $25 credit. So I'm not going to tell everybody Whatnot's for you. I can't stand that. That's my biggest pet peeve is when people says Whatnot's for you. Try it. Because Whatnot, if you can't be consistent with a show and you can't get your cost of goods down, you're going to struggle. And that's the people who end up saying I'm super embarrassed because I think Whatnot's super hard to break through on there. You got to really, the stars got to kind of align, You have
to be likable. You have to be entertaining. But I will tell you two things. The two things that will make me immediately leave your show on a Whatnot. If I go into your show and you are blaring music, and I can't hear you talk, I'm leaving. Second thing is if I go into your show and all I hear is, come on, chat.
Yeah.
Don't call me chat.
Yeah. Two things that I do not do. So, in fact, I'll sing the song that's on the radio, and that's usually a joke because nobody can hear it. So I'm just singing a cappella because nobody can hear the music. So, yeah, chat thing is like a younger generation thing. Like, I think they're, because I know sellers on there that have 500-600 people in their room and they scream like that. So there's a crew of, I hate it. I'm with you. I think it's, my biggest struggle with Whatnot is when I'm holding an item up and it's worth $100 and it goes for $6.
But
That's
the reality with Whatnot though is the same with our dollar auction. You have to be 100% okay with it selling. Either start it at a price you're okay with, or be 100% okay with it selling for $1.
Correct.
If not, then you shouldn't be selling it on there.
Yeah,
because I know I've seen other people who have said that they've canceled orders because it didn't go for $50. It went for $5 instead of 50. And they wanted it to go. If you want it to go for 50, you should have listed it for 50 or listed it elsewhere.
I agree with that. And I think I don't think me personally selling what I have back there behind the wall and Whatnot, I will do good, because the two things, entertaining and what else? What you said you had to be? You had to be
likable,
entertaining and likable. I'm none of those, so I don't think I'd do good. Now, I will say,
unless he throws a fit, then Chris is entertaining.
Yeah, I'm boring until I pitch a fit. But I will say this: back in November of last year, up until March, I did get into the Garbage Pail Kid cards breaks on Whatnot, and I was doing Garbage Pail Kid breaks, and I did really good, like way above my expectations. That I just blowed my mind of what Garbage Pail Kid cards sold for, especially when you're doing breaks. But I got out of that because there was just when I started, there was probably 5 breakers. And then by March, there was probably 20 or 30 of them because the new product come out and everybody got involved in it. And it was just hard to, you already had your following, but it was the price point by then, because then you had your people that didn't know what the price point should be and lowballing the other breakers to where you follow one, exactly what I'm talking about. But so I got out of it, but I can't sell gold over there. I can't. I just can't. So I
wouldn't sell gold over there, dude. I just recently
I'm using that as an example. I
guess I would never sell gold.
I can't sell gold. I mean,
my buddy did it. He sold a $500 chunk of gold. I always call it a chunk of gold. And he hasn't been back on the app yet. He's an amazing guy. He owns a very, very massive estate company in Philadelphia. I'll drop him. Sales by Helen. I actually source from his website all the time. Great guy. And it went for $35. And I don't think he's been back on the app since. So it was a $500 piece of gold. And it went for $35. So yeah.
That's why I wouldn't. So these guys all know, but I recently got a hold of a 10 karat gold 1970 something class ring made by Jostens. We expected to get maybe $400 or $500 out of it. I listed it on eBay on auction, started it at $425. At the end of my 7 days, I walked away with $720, and I have less than $5 in it. So that's me. I'd rather wait. I'd rather sit and wait and get the extra money than go in and list something on a platform and not know if I'm going to make that. Granted, I only have $5 in it. I'd like to make my $5 back, but I'd like to make more money too.
Sure. Yeah, I've sold items that have gold in it. I won't, so I know how to look for it. I'm not like spectacular. I have a little, I call it my little gold collection, and silver. But I put sterling in mine. But I run a lot out of I do a lot of, I call them blind pulls. So I'll take 3 of these bins down and I'll just pull stuff out. So like I sold a jewelry box full of jewelry and I said, you know what? We're running, and come to find out there was some gold in there. But I paid probably less than $1 for it because it was in a buyout. It was a clean out. And I think it went for $128. So I made my money. I made it quick, and I don't know, I don't know. And again, I think, what I tell my chat, and I would tell anybody listening, the great thing, the beauty of reselling is that we can do whatever we want. Like our business model is our business model. If you like to flip quick, you can flip quick.
Yep.
If you want to hold on your items, you can hold on them. That's the beauty of this, you know?
Yep. And I guess I see a lot of people who are out on YouTube making videos that say, this is, if you don't do it my way, you are wrong.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we tell everybody when we do our videos, this is how we do it. This is what works for us. But, you know, selling on Whatnot, we've tried it. It doesn't work for us. Selling live doesn't work for us. But, you know, doing everything else we do, it works for us. But it might not work for somebody else. So
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So we are an hour in and we've talked nothing but reselling the whole time. How about that? We have never done that, I don't think, this long.
You want to keep you want to keep a party going, or have you had too much?
No, I want to ask what everybody's sales was for the week, like their best sale.
Best
our
sale?
sale of the week? I
Yes.
have no clue. Like, oh, I do know. I'm not going to pull it up, but I'll tell you. My sale of the week was a cash register. I sold a Casio Bluetooth black cash register for $350. I paid $5 or $10 for it at auction. I sat on it for about 2 months, but I'd rather have $350.
That's nice.
Best single sale was this. It just
Texans?
sold. It just sold. That's a Tennessee, one of those Shockwave starter hats.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Is it Titans or
No,
the Tennessee Titans?
Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, Volunteers.
College ball.
It sold.
Gotcha.
It sold
I don't
about
follow ball.
sold about 10 minutes ago for $170.
Good job, Bradley.
Wow,
Leroy?
that's good.
You got one?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Chris, what's yours?
Well, mine, I got it here to pull up, but I sold a
Oh.
Sony receiver I pulled out of the dump. Pulled it out. I listed it one day, and then 2 days later, it sold for $189.
Good job.
Come straight out. of
While
dump.
Leroy's
Part-
looking his up, I
parts
do have
repair.
another question for JT.
It was parts repair, no power cord, no nothing, so it was untested. So
No returns?
return. So it's gone. It won't come back.
Leroy, do you have yours?
Is that it in the chat, Leroy?
Yeah.
Here it is, Teresa. Woo!
Holy crap.
No
Oh,
way.
those are those
dude.
patterns. Those are
Holy
freaking
crap.
awesome.
Wow.
So it had Santa, and it's just the patterns. Like, it's just the paper pieces.
Was that auction, Leroy, or is that buy now?
Buy it now.
That's insane.
Man. Golly.
So
That's great, dude.
I gotta ask Tim a question. So when you do customer service, do you ever call people's wives fat or their feet fat?
No, I don't think so. No.
It's a winning strategy, man. It works for some
Nobody
people.
knows about that, Teresa.
Oh, everybody from Tuesday knows about it.
Yeah,
If you
but
watch,
the people
so
that watch Tuesday may not watch, the people that watch this may not watch Tuesday.
so Chris sold a pair of shoes to somebody that they
No,
messaged.
we're not going to talk about.
Oh, we are. He needs to know about it. He needs to know what kind of customer service you supply, Chris. Chris sold a pair of shoes to somebody, and the guy sent him back saying, "I think you sent me the wrong shoes because they don't fit me and they don't fit my wife's feet." And Chris sent back a message saying, "I'm sorry, your wife's feet are fat."
Oh my God.
In so many
What I
words,
said.
did Chris?
He said, these things are trash. They don't fit my feet, much less my wife's size 8 feet or something like that. And I said, first of all,
He
it's
said,
not-
"Sorry, Frodo."
Yeah, I said, first of all, it's wait a minute. I said, first of all, they're women's shoes. They're not, they're men's shoes. They're not women's. And maybe your wife's foot is larger than what you think it is how I put it. And then, of course, she kept being a jerk. So I sent him a picture of olive
I wonder
oil
why.
and her big foot with a little small glass, somebody holding a little small glass slipper of it. I sent that, and then, but I ended up what happened. So
Eating it and refunding them?
yeah, I ended up refunding. I thought I sent him the wrong shoe because I had two pair exactly the same, different sizes. But he wanted the 10.5. He got a 10.5. I had a 10, and I thought I did the wrong thing. But what I ended up doing was I just ended up, refunding him his money
Put that one
and then
on the
blocked him.
screen.
That's pretty much what I did. But he didn't have to be a jerk. He was like, I ought to throw these in the. I'm
Chris?
trying to find
You
Chris?
didn't have to be a jerk back
Chris?
either.
How many times do we tell you you cannot let the customers irritate you? You just have to go on. But I did the other day too, though, kind of.
Yeah,
I
didn't let ChatGPT handle that one. Normally, I let ChatGPT handle my conversations. I ask it what to say, tell it the situation. This time I did not because he caught me at the wrong time, and I just, So my good
When would
friend
have been
Amy,
the right time, Chris?
so my good friend Amy in our
Don't ignore
Discord
that
chat,
one.
she sent me this picture right here. I don't know if you can see that. She sent me that picture right there.
So he sent it to her.
And so that's what I sent. You see how Olive's got that great big foot right there trying to put it in that little bitty slipper? And the text up there says one size fits all. Be like.
So if you showed up to get reselling tips, these are all the things you should
not do what Chris does.
Not do.
Don't watch my channel for reselling tips. We don't do that here. We don't do that here at all. So
curiosity then, what are your thoughts on AI?
Let's talk about Teresa's blow up.
When did Teresa blow up?
Yeah, about the ugly comment.
I didn't blow up.
We need to tell everybody in the chat right now. You need to tell everybody in the chat what video that is and go over there and reply to that jerk. I told him that his wife had Frodo feet and something else. I can't remember what it was. I told him, but
I'm gonna re-nickname you to Stick because you just like to stir the pot, bro.
Me?
Yeah, you can't help yourself.
No, I don't stir no pot.
Okay, I have a serious question. What are your thoughts on AI and reselling?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's helpful. I don't use it. I don't use it, believe it or not. I have Chat GPT. I do it to respond to my wife normally. I use it. But
my daughter used it to respond to dates.
I'm just playing. You know what I do think is funny is like how many people use ChatGPT like to respond to somebody and they're doing it the same thing. So realistically, you're not even having a conversation anymore with somebody. It's ChatGPT back and forth.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that South Park episode?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. It's a good one. Yeah, I think it's helpful. I just haven't really used it. I don't know. I have a buddy, Sheffy. He's on old Sheffy goes by on TikTok. He's a good dude. And he's a big.
Isn't he on sometimes with I Can Hustle?
He'll come on there sometime. Yeah, he kind of like he creeps into everybody's live. He's a great dude. We had breakfast. He met me up here one day. He's a good dude. He's big into it. He's big. I don't know. I mean, I think it's super helpful. I just don't trust it. I'm 43. I'm going to be 44. I'm in that weird age, right? I'm like AI is cool, but I don't trust it. Like
he's seen Terminator.
Exactly.
Hold on. My husband is almost 50. He will be 50 next year. And he has daily chats with ChatGPT. And he will pit ChatGPT against Gemini, against Grok. So I have a throuple in my family, in my household. My husband, ChatGPT, and me. I'm not part of ChatGPT though.
You have a throttle.
A throuple, Chris. A throuple.
Throuple. I don't even know what that word means.
Google it.
I got a question for JT.
Shoot.
You said you've been on TikTok for about a year, that you've been doing well, right?
Mm-hmm.
How big is your block list?
Block list for TikTok shop?
Or
just TikTok? Probably ginormous. I mean, I like the rage baiting. Like I do stuff on purpose to get people to engage, but I had a guy create 8 accounts once to keep coming back.
Just to troll you?
Oh yeah. But I have moderators now. I have to have moderators because most of the time my lives are 50 plus, and I can't keep up with it. So I got good moderators. I have quite a few. Like I said, one like Queen of Vinyls, that's what her name is. She's been one of my moderators since the beginning. My wife is a mod, obviously. So I have quite a few of them that kind of handle it, but it's big. It's big. I've had a lot of haters.
So since we're talking about haters, I'm gonna gossip. So there is a whatnotter that got banned. And now she's trying to rebuild her world.
No way.
You know what I'm talking about, Chris?
Yes.
Hey, that's all you have to do with Chris. Like now, that's his pursuit.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes,
I
know
don't.
exactly what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. I
Nicole
don't think. Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait a minute, who'd you say?
She's not. She's not on Whatnot. Nicole
Wait.
State.
Yeah, Nicole State. Yeah. Yeah.
The
Okay.
Snake State.
The snakes. Is she
Anyway,
really
she's trying to
come
do
back and
Amazon
whatnot?
reviews and build her world back
Oh,
up since everything fell apart.
All right,
But
real
I know
quick.
she was a huge Whatnotter that took advantage, and I think that's part of my reason I don't go on Whatnot a whole lot, because I was one of those people that got screwed by her.
Oh, I
but
thought you was going to say
how
you was one of those people that
often,
scam
you know, I watch a few people who talk about bad sellers, whatnot. How often are there actual crappy sellers on Whatnot that take advantage of people that everybody doesn't know about?
I think there's a lot. I think there's quite, but I think I think it's in eBay, it's in Mercari, it's in everywhere. It's everywhere. It's just crappy people in general. It's just I haven't come across it yet personally. Like and I buy on there quite a bit. I source on there. But yeah, I mean, there's people that sell fake stuff. I just heard somebody bought a pair of
Lululemon.
Yeah, I heard Jordan. Somebody just bought a pair of Jordans, and they got them and they were fake. Actually, the person I'm talking about was my buddy Chef. He was the one that
Did he buy them from that one guy?
I don't know who he bought them from.
Do you know which other one I'm talking about?
Oh, you talk about Cool Kicks?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
I
No,
couldn't think of his name.
I will tell you. My wife. So I was a therapist for 20 years. I worked with parolees. I had to examine them, their movements, I had to read them, their eyes. Like I had to figure. So I'm good at reading people. Like that's always been a thing of mine. I was laying in bed the first time I saw Cool Kicks. My wife was watching them, and I said, "There's something not right about those guys. There's something." It wasn't even the screaming at the chat that they do. I said something's not right, and sure enough, a week and a half later, they were banned for selling counterfeit. I knew something was off about.
Hold on. They were not banned for selling counterfeit. They were banned for selling stolen items.
Yes, yeah. And some and they had counterfeit too. They did have some counterfeits, but like yeah, for sure, yeah. So like, I think there's bad seeds everywhere, even on eBay. I've been scammed on eBay. Empty boxes sent back.
I've had that
bad seed.
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
We got a super chat. It says, "I'll work hard on that comment above. Craigslist, etc." From Wolfman's Goodie. What comment above?
Right, Wolfman. We got one for you coming along right here.
Oh my goodness. Well,
my husband's apologizing for me, just so you know.
For what?
He said I'm a lot.
Oh. Is Cool Kicks the guy, or Cool whatever his name is?
Cool.
Is he the one that got arrested? They got raided
on camera
during his live show. Yeah,
yep.
During his live show.
Yep.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yeah, I wouldn't let it be. I wouldn't let one bad seller. I don't think Whatnot is full like more than any other site in my
I don't
opinion.
think they necessarily are for like general items. Like if you're in shows that are like you said, you run the estate sale shows or the locker shows or whatever. But I think when you start getting into more of the clothing and the shoes,
sure,
and the cards,
yes,
I think the cards. To me, the cards is a big one. But sorry, Chris. But yeah, I think once you get into those other ones, like the clothing specifically, like you got people selling fake Lululemon, you got people selling fake, I don't even know what else, but
Stanley's. Yeah.
Yeah.
JT, you got a question. It says, "Hey JT, do you sell twongs on eBay or whatnot?"
So my perception of twongs or someone else's. I can sell anything.
So hold on. I have to comment because Kat 1525 Kat. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming her name is Kat. I don't know. But she said she's in California where an insane amount of big theft trying to tell folks all the time that whatever. But here's the deal. In California, if you watch the news, people are allowed to go into stores and steal $900 worth of crap and not be arrested.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I would never live in California, but no. Like $900 worth of stuff. How is that possible?
Our stores don't even have $900 worth of stuff in them.
Yeah.
Neither do our. We have the Dollar General.
Yeah.
And I don't know with the comment, like, because I can see some of the comment, like big brands are not wholesaling. I don't know if that's necessarily depending on whole. I know Under Armour does, because I actually have an outlet there. So I do know there's some brands. I don't know if we consider Under Armour a big brand. I would consider it a big brand, but
You sell a lot of Under
But I
Armour?
know the other
I
thing we
do.
said is a lot of these bigger a lot of the bigger clothing type resellers are using that. I don't even know. I can't remember what it's called, but they're using the there's like some place, a charity place that gives away clothing to like supposedly to charities, and people are signing up and creating charities, and they're getting these items and they're turning around and reselling them, which is not what they're supposed to do with them.
correct. Yep.
So Ping G, she lives in California. Apparently, she says that under $900 is considered a misdemeanor out there. I
That's
know
gonna
anything over
be-
500 is a felony here.
That's going to be Nicole's name when she gets back on Whatnot. Misdemeanor.
She ain't getting back on Whatnot unless she got some other way.
Gina asked
There's a good
JT, "Are
one.
you monetized on Facebook?"
Ignore everything Gina says. That's my wife.
Oh,
Hi,
oh,
Miss.
okay.
Hi, Miss JT
Well, here,
Entertains.
Brad, we gotta give her something special. We gotta
All
give her
right.
something
Two-headed chicken.
special.
Two-headed chicken.
Give her two-headed chicken. All right, here we go.
All right,
Thank you,
okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
There we go. Thank
So,
you. We appreciate that.
JT, we have like this certain niches in everything. Do you guys have like meetups? Like we have meetups. Like we'll meet like on the 127, and we'll meet like different little events. Do you guys have meetups? Like with groups of people, not just like you meeting one person.
No, not really. I mean, we have a pretty strong community over there on TikTok. So I've met individual, like I just went to Canada, Niagara Falls for the weekend, and with some friends, and I met somebody that follows me, that's been following me for a while. But as far as like meetups, no, I have some planned. But nothing too crazy. Everybody kind of meets on their own. Like, if I drive up to Vermont, I'll meet a few people. I have a really good friend in Staten Island. Probably one of my closer friends on TikTok. I want to go meet him. So stuff like that. But we just haven't pulled the trigger yet as far as like getting and doing that yet.
Are you
Where
ever
are you
leery
from?
on meeting people who follow you on TikTok? Because there's crazies out there.
Yeah. I mean, I would. I'm from New York, by the way, upstate New York.
Whereabouts?
But,
Near
yeah, I mean, I
Buffalo?
had somebody show up at my shop a couple of weeks ago, not in a bad way. My wife happened to drive by, and somebody was looking in our windows, and it was somebody that follows me, and she got super excited when she saw my wife, and that I wasn't here, and she's like, "I'll go get." They call me JT. Everybody calls me JT, which stands for Gina and Tim, by the way. That's where JT came from, but everybody calls me JT. And even my wife when she's freaky. So we literally just, we've had people show up here to meet me. I haven't had a bad experience though, as far as because I've been out thrifting. It's a weird thing where
To have people recognize you when
they
you're out
recognize me. Not, it's happened a few times. It's a little weird. My wife says I get a big head, but I really don't. I think, in fact, when it happens, I usually don't know how to react, to be honest with you. I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, thank you.
It's weird. It's
Right.
weird.
It
Like,
is.
what do you like?
Sure.
We've had people do that at a garage sale before. They're like, "Oh, I know that voice. You know me by my voice from listening to my YouTubes." That's it. It's like
Yeah.
it's just super. She's
Right.
getting feisty in the chat.
It's like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
yeah. My wife does own the business. It literally showed that I made $11.12 last year. So
Yeah.
the business is everything is in my wife's name. Everything.
Man, when she divorces you, you are screwed.
No, are you kidding? No. I'll be suing for half the assets, and I won't have to work again.
Well, we hope that doesn't happen. So.
No. We've been married. We're high school sweethearts. We've been married for 23 years, and we got 3 kids. And our oldest is going to be a cop. We have a middle kid that plays college football, and then we have a daughter who's a junior in high school.
So you're a lot like, so this is probably going to be inappropriate, but a lot like us. Like I've been married almost 30 years.
Yeah.
March, I'll be married 30 years, but we had kids right away. Like we got married and I had my first kid within a year.
Yep. Same. Yeah. My wife was 18 when we got married.
So was I.
Yep.
So was I.
A lot of people thought we got married because we had our son shortly after, but if you did the math, she would have been pregnant for 16 months. So it didn't work out that way. So, but yeah, I mean, I loved her the moment I laid eyes on her. So, and we were 2 different social classes. I was kind of like the jock sports guy. She was actually kind of like the skip school and not go to school
crowd. She was a partier.
She was a partier. Yeah. But I fell in love with her when I first met her. So it's been the story. So.
Well, I stalked my husband and he hid under a bed because I hung out with his sister.
Yes, Gina.
After he dumped me.
Come down and say hi.
Yeah, she can come down and say hi. Absolutely. She's part of the
come down.
She's part of the business. She is she's a big part of it now.
That's my husband.
Oh, okay.
Leroy, you asked him where he was from, what part of upstate New York. I can't remember.
Rochester.
Yeah, so I'm from the Finger Lakes. I'm smack dab in the middle of Rochester and Syracuse. So usually I tell people, if you know where the new Casino Del Lago Resort is, it's in Waterloo, New York. I'm 10 minutes north. So I'm like 10 minutes from Lake Ontario.
I did some work at the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Was up in one of the spikes there, whatever you call them. I worked for a construction company, and I that place is scary. Like I thought New York City was bad. Upstate, man, they were like, "Hey, be careful out here." I don't care how big of a construction worker you are. They were like, "Be careful. These people are crazy out here."
Yes, yeah, we're crazy in upstate. We're different.
Not where I was.
Yeah, you guys are country.
Upstate New York.
Yeah,
is
that's
not
upstate.
Crazy.
So I recently started a third account on TikTok because I can build them, and that's how I built the account. Was talking about what's really upstate New York, and that people from Watertown are like they say I'm not from upstate New York. They say I'm from Central. But
to me, upstate New York is like north of Syracuse, Watertown, Fort Drum. Up by, you got to be up by the border. Like
I consider that North Country, like North Country.
It's so beautiful up there. If I could move back there, the jobs were just so horrible because we haven't been back there. We lived there from 1996 to 1998.
I don't know if you want to move to New York now or not.
No. I would not move to New York City, but we're not going to talk politics right now. Upstate New York is so beautiful in the fall time, but the jobs up there are crap. Like there were no jobs back then when we were looking at it. But I would definitely, if I had a chance, I would definitely move back there if it was the same way it was.
So have you ever been to New Hampshire?
I have, yeah. Yep.
So back when I was in the service, I had a friend that lived in is it Manchester? Does that sound right?
Manchester,
New Hampshire.
I've only been there on vacation. I don't know much of the town.
This is like in 1991 or 92 or something like that. I can't remember the exact town, but I flew from Georgia. I flew up to Newark, New Jersey, into the airport up there, and I got on this little bitty prop airplane that had like 2 props on it. And I took off from Newark, New Jersey, and flew over the Statue of Liberty and followed the Manhattan River up. And then at some point we went towards New Hampshire, and I think it was Manchester, New Hampshire, I think. And he had a house out there on a big lake, and it was in July because I remember the 4th of July. We drove down to Boston on the beach and watched the fireworks on the beach down there. I remember that. That's the only time
That's
I've ever been
cool.
up there. I just thought it was really cool that I did get to see the Statue of Liberty. I was just on an airplane looking down at it like this, you know. So
I've never seen it, and I lived in New
Look-
York.
So JT, I was born and raised in Providence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I just moved here about 6 years ago.
Where
He
are
was
you
just back there not long ago.
Where are you located now, Leroy?
I'm in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Is that where everybody's from? South Carolina?
No.
How close
I
are you?
am.
How
Well,
close are you and Chris to Charleston, Leroy?
About 3
Oh,
hours, right, Chris?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
3
I
hours,
was gonna
yeah.
say there's a load of Playmobil there. We were looking at.
Oh,
This is
No.
this is my wife right here. She's here.
oh, hello.
Yep,
And
Miss
girls.
Entertain. We're gonna call you Miss Entertains.
Yeah.
You can actually call me Licky Minaj.
Oh my
That's
God.
my name.
Whatnot. Look at his face. His face turned red.
You just embarrassed the mess out of him.
Well,
Oh my God. That's
Go
her.
for-
That is really
No.
my name, though.
That's her name on Whatnot, by the way.
Go put your twang on. He'll be there in a few minutes.
So
no, you can
Chris,
call me Gina. Nice to meet you guys.
yes. Chris is from South Carolina. Leroy's from South Carolina. Brad is from Tennessee, and I am from South Dakota.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, Teresa
Nice.
lives up there where there's nothing at but snow all year.
But
round.
that's okay. It keeps the crazies out. New York
so
can
what's
have all the
temperature
crazies. We keep all
What's
the
the
crazies
temperature
out.
right now? And what's the temperature right now in New York?
Probably I think
Like 40, I think.
40.
It's actually, it was
you're-
warm today.
Today
You're
was
higher
what?
than us. I'm at 33.
Yesterday was 22.
Mhm.
So it's
Dang.
it's cold. I mean, we get. I'm in the snow. I get lake effect because I'm by the lake. So in fact, if you go like this is a true story. If you go a half a mile down the road, you literally could have a blizzard in my town and go a half a mile down the road and you see a sheet and you hit it and it's clear. That's how crazy lake effect is where we live. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Like it could be sunshine and you hit this area like where I'm at, and then all of a sudden you see snow. It's wild.
Do you hunt up there at all?
I used to. I stopped hunting after I got a deer and it started blatting really loud and it traumatized me. So
Wait a
so I was
minute,
like,
what?
man, I used to hunt a lot, and the same year I stopped hunting was it. I got a deer. It blatted like really loud, and then later on in the day we were pushing, and we ended up we have zones obviously, and we ended up in an area that was state land that was a different zone, and we got 11 deer in this push, and we all got DEC tickets. So the same day we got tickets, I got traumatized by the noise of a deer, and my daughter was born 3 weeks later, and I haven't hunted. She's 16 now, and I haven't hunted since then. But I used to hunt all the time. But I'm a big fisherman, though. I like to fish.
Oh, you got the lakes.
You
over
go
there.
fishing for salmon?
No, I'm more panfish. Like so I'm right on the Erie Canal. So it's literally I could throw a rock to it right now. It's right here. So I'm more like into like pan fishing more than anything. Just
What's
regular.
my brother does that. We like, now I can't, catfish, walleye,
Yeah,
that
walleye.
kind
Yeah.
of stuff here.
Yeah, so it's stuff out of the. It's like kind of like it's I call so my definition of panfish is just I'm fishing out of the canal. So anything I could get pike, walleye, sheephead.
You like
I don't really get into like I've been salmon fishing a few times. I like fishing for carp because I like to fight.
Wait a minute, did you say sheep's head?
Yeah, sheephead fish. Yeah.
I thought that was only saltwater.
No. We got them. We got you. If you come fish in my town, we'll get a sheephead.
Is it the same kind of salt?
No, it's different. So sheephead
Okay.
is so like if you break a sheephead's head open, it's got a little rock in it. A lot of people,
What?
yeah, it's wild.
Please
Robert
don't
So
let
here,
Teresa.
people that fish for carp, you go down wherever they're fishing and you find them on the side of the water, like on the bank.
Yeah. So
Because
when
they
I
take
was
them out and they just let them die.
Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to hustle them. So this is a true story. I lived in it's the Montezuma Refuge. If you Google it, you'll see it. I used to fish, and I used to catch carp with carp candy. I called it, which is 7 Up and oatmeal. And you would harden it. You'd harden it in the freezer, pop it on your hook, and you'd catch carp. And I'd sell it to the Chinamen coming up from New York City for $5 a fish. Back in when I was like 14 years old. I've always been a hustler. So I've always been into that kind of like hustle. But we used to, because it's a delicacy. Some people love it. I would never
Yeah, but it's
they
full of carbs, full of bones, though.
well, and it's got the
We
mud.
don't eat carp up here.
Yeah, we don't eat it here either. But the people from New York City used to come up and fish for us specifically. So I would go down there and I would catch it. I would catch them and flip them. I'd just sell them for $5 a fish. So
I'm a fish flipper.
okay,
I'm a fish flipper.
yeah. You leaving? All right, love you. Wifey's leaving. She's saying bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
And girl,
Um,
sorry.
Nice meeting you.
You're okay.
Me too.
So I just sold 2 more of them AC DC adapter things. So I'm down. I ain't got but 13.
Are they wired properly? Didn't you have
Oh, yeah,
issues with something?
Yeah, the idiot. Yeah, the dummy. Man,
No,
he,
it was.
he
Now I
freaking
gotta know.
look, man. He cut the so I sold.
Be ready for Macho
I
Man.
sold
Be
an
ready for
AC
Macho Man.
He started
AC/DC.
rocking. When he starts rocking, when he starts rocking back and forth, it's coming.
I sold
on,
an
Chris.
AC DC adapter, okay, and it's a 12 amp adapter. Well, the guy
12 volt.
gets it, and he's like, "Hey, this is supposed to be a 24 amp adapter," and I'm like, "No." He says, "Well, can I return it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, that was on a Friday. Well, Monday he messaged me and says, "Oh, by the way, I cut the end off and put this piece on it to see if it'll fit my computer. Will you still take it back?" And I'm like, "What? Just send it back." And he says, "Will you give me my refund?" I says, "A refund will be handled accordingly, whatever, And he never sent it back and then gave me negative feedback and complained to eBay. And I'm like, "You never sent it back. You cut the cord on my product and damaged a brand new item and then want to send it back and get a full refund? No, that's not
your
happening.
fault. That's your fault, man.
No, that's not
You
my
sent
fault.
him the wrong one.
You sold him stuff that falls apart when you cut it. That's not.
No, hold on though. He sent him the wrong one. He was supposed to send him the 24 volt, but Chris sent him the 12 volt.
I was supposed to send him the 24. I sent him the 12. So all he had to do was send
So
it
you
back,
screwed
and I
up
was sending
twice.
the 24 volt.
You sent him the wrong one, and then you sent him a crappy product that falls apart when you cut it.
Whatever, Brad. Whatever. I just wanted to say I started out with 35 of them things, and I'm down to 13 now. So they
Chris, everybody in the chat agrees with us. It was totally your fault. 100%.
Of course, everybody
Chris's
agrees
fault.
with y'all. Everything's my fault. I'm always the bad guy. It's not my fault her feet won't fit in a shoe.
Somebody just said that. Did his wife?
But his wife had big feet too. Probably, man. Probably. She probably had
Oh, you're
Frodo feet.
horrible. You're horrible.
That's the problem. She had Frodo feet, and all that hair wouldn't allow her foot to slide into that thing easy.
Hold on. So I have to make a comment since you brought up hair. Somebody back here, I gotta find it.
That'd be Todd.
Said, "Wow, big hair girl there when your wife came in."
Oh yeah. So there's a story about
He's got
that.
the New York person hair.
No, she just does that. That's the. I was told I got to watch my mouth, but we call that the bee bun. We call that the bee bun. The higher it is, the more angrier she is. So if her hair is high,
You're in trouble.
yeah, you're in trouble, man. Yeah.
She's got RBR.
See, yeah.
Corey.
Oh God, I'm not even with.
Look, I just let you read it. I'm not a bad guy. Oh, never mind. We don't say that word here.
Chris doesn't
Look,
like
here's
to be
Todd.
called the I
Todd's
word.
got it right here. Here's Todd. Bad customers equal bad big feet. There you go, Todd. You hit the nail right on the head. Hit the nail.
Well-
Tina, I'm so happy you was able to do that. You really are. I'm so happy you had the patience with people that don't read listings and don't look at pictures and all that.
People with patience should not resell on eBay.
Yeah.
Or people without patience should not sell
I don't.
on eBay.
I don't have patience at all. But see, that's
We know.
why. But see, that's
you need
why
to get a job.
I
Did you
got a
see-
job. But see,
Did you
my
see
thing is,
did you see the stats that Josh Galt put on made a post on YouTube today? By any
no,
chance?
About list easier.
No, about just eBay seller stats 2025. Did you see that?
No.
What's it about?
It says total active listings is 2.3 billion. Total active sellers is 17.6 million. 90% of sellers have fewer than 50 items for sale. Less than 5%.
Hold on. Did you just say 90% of sellers have less
90
than 50 items?
90% of sellers have fewer than 50 items for sale.
That can't be right.
Less than 5% of sellers are top rated.
Are you? I'm in the 5%.
I
Yeah.
am too.
I
in
am
the
Me too.
0.1% to 0.3% of sellers earn 100K plus gross revenue or more. And 0.005% of sellers have a listed inventory of 40,000 items or more.
No, I have no desire to have 40,000 items. I've seen a couple of those because doesn't what's his name? Corey watches him. James Halverstad.
Yeah.
He has like 170,000 CDs. Music CD. That's insane.
Hey, look, we got another question.
That blew my mind. That did blow my mind though, that 90% of sellers have fewer than 50 items for sale. I mean, that's
insane.
That is insane.
But you have to realize, I will 100% agree. A lot of the people who sell on eBay, and even if you watch TikToks, there's a lot of them that say, this is my part-time job. This is, I don't do this full-time. I do it full-time. This is my living. This is what
that's
I
one of
make
the
money on,
reasons.
is
That's
selling
one of the
on
reasons
eBay.
I don't think social media has as big effect on reselling as what people might think.
Well, the amount of people that do reselling social media is like this big.
Yeah.
In reality, you know a lot of people, but I don't know a whole lot of people that. Well, I do know a whole lot of people that resell that don't do social media at all.
So Kat says, but with that 90% out, that still leaves 1.7 million sellers with big inventories. Who just left? Where did
No,
Leroy
you said it on the what happened? Leroy left.
Leroy left.
So hold on though. She just said it was 1.7 million sellers, but you were talking when you made that thing, you said there was that many billion items listed, not that many sellers.
So there are 2.3 billion items listed.
Yep.
A month, and there are 17.6 million active sellers.
Oh yeah, so there's still 1.7 million sellers that have bigger inventories than 50. But there's probably a lot of them that,
That's
like JT,
nuts,
he
though.
only has 200 and some items listed on his eBay. So he's not like.
But see, that's nuts to think that there's only 5% of the people on eBay have over 50 items.
No.
listed.
No, you said that the other way.
10% have more than that. 90% of sellers have fewer than 50 items for sale.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Less than 5% of sellers are top rated.
Does it say how many are top rated plus?
No, but I'm in that.
That sucks.
I'm in that top 1%. That's the top 1% I can claim I'm a part of.
What's top rated seller?
1%?
Yeah, top rated plus.
So I'm a 1%er.
How? With your customer service, how?
Right. Should we discuss? Hold on. Should we? So, I don't know. Should we discuss reviews? What's your review percentage, Christopher?
I don't know what you mean by that.
If you look at your name, there's a percent.
Oh, you're talking about the feedback.
Yeah, reviews. Yeah. Is that not what reviews are called?
1,309.
No. What's your percentage of positive? Come on, get with the program.
Which store do you want?
76.
I want your normal store that you send out messages telling people they got fat feet.
99.4% feedback.
That means
I would not shop with you, Chris.
That means only 0.6% of his customers have big fat feet.
Right, correct. Yeah. That dude hasn't left me negative feedback yet either. I'm very, very shocked.
You should
very shocked.
Consider yourself blessed, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy something from Chris just so I can leave him negative feedback.
What? Don't be doing that. Let's see. All right, hold on.
Hey, Wes.
Let's see. Kat says she was stunned. Wait a minute. Well,
That
Todd
RAN
said
guys have
JT
less
needs to
than
talk
800.
more and not let the crazies take
Oh,
over.
you guys are good. You're good. You're good.
All right, so but Kat said she was stunned to hear that the guys had. Let's see, she was stunned to hear on RAN Tuesday that the guys had less than 800 items listed each. I assume most folks had over 1,000. I do. If I add both stores together, I probably
Hold
have
on.
close to 13.
You have to explain who RAN is. I don't know if JT knows who all of RAN
All right,
is.
RAN is Reseller Information Network.
Leroy here. That's a show that Leroy's on.
Leroy's on. It's
Yeah,
Leroy,
Leroy's
Blood, Sweat, Sell. Tim over the years.
Eric
Sarnot.
Sarnot's Connection and OBX Picker.
And OBX. Yes.
Okay.
Todd says JT is too nice for this show.
There we go. Tina
Yeah.
wants to know, JT, how
They
do you
don't.
get
They don't
started?
know. They don't know me.
Go watch if you're not sure and you're not sure how JT really is.
Yeah.
Go watch his morning YouTube or his morning TikTok video.
Or my whatnots even more. My whatnots explicit content. So
Do you put that on your shows?
I have to. Yeah.
Golly.
If I told you what my wife and our Halloween costume was, I probably would offend half of you. So
Did it involve a swung?
You would be surprised. You probably would not. The three of us, you would not. Maybe some people in the chat.
So, real quick, JT, how would you suggest to get started on Whatnot category specific show?
I think with Whatnot, I think there's a couple things. I think you got to, if you're coming in with absolutely no following, you have to start with low starts. You have to, I would probably, oh man, I don't know if I think probably a niche would probably help you more than doing an estate pull. Maybe I don't know if I can answer that part because I'm fully estate, like estate pulls, garage sale style. But I do think one of the biggest things, the mistakes people make is they come in doing $8-10 starts. If you don't have if you don't have bangers, you're going to have a really hard time because you got to remember you're only going to get 3 or 4 people probably to start if you don't have a following. It's about consistency. If you're just going to do a pop-up show here and there, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. We started growing the moment we got social on the app and we stayed consistent with our times. Like, even if I don't feel like it, we are going Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. and we're going Wednesday night at 7 p.m. no matter what.
When you say social, when you got social on the app, what exactly do you mean by that?
Going to other people's shows, blessing the chat, it's called. Like, so you can come to my show, you can buy a $5 gift card for the chat. I don't make any money. Well, I do. I'm lying. I make 4 cents. And that is a shout out for you. So we'll do some followers. It's not a money grab. A lot of people think right off the bat when they hear, oh, he's trying to grab money, because you don't make money. What you're doing is you're getting yourself shout out. You're getting yourself some followers. So like I went to some chats and did a bless the chat, they call it, and we'll get some followers that way. And you start to meet people. You start asking like, hey, I'd like to get in this raid train you're in. And that's how you start building your following. It's just not, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I think you hit it on the head earlier. You get people that feel like they're a failure when they try it and don't get a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of House of Coop. They're a great husband and wife duo over there. They do a lot of vintage. They talk a lot about their first like 6-7 months and whatnot. They couldn't even break 10 people. Now you go to their shows, they have over 200, they have 300, they have 400. And it's just about staying consistent over there and meeting people and getting into chat rooms and, with in other people's shows.
So she also asked too on the subject of that, is it like making your shows the same night of the week every week? Is it, does that help or
Yes, because
so not random?
No, no, I think you could do pop-ups, but you need to keep them consistent. It's like somebody who likes. It's like my grandmother, right? I'll bring her up because I love her. She's my girl. She knows what time Jeopardy's on because it's on the same time every night. So.
Right.
So it's the same thing. They know when JT Entertains is on because he's on at 8:00, 8:30 in the morning on Tuesdays. He's on at 7:00 Eastern time on Wednesday night. So you know when I'm going to be on. Same thing with my morning live. If I skip a morning live, I get, and I'm not even exaggerating, 8 to 10 text messages. Where the hell are you, JT? Like you're throwing my morning off because they know, they expect. We are creatures of havoc. That's the psychology of it. We have our routines and we want, just like you guys are on at this time. People expect you. You have your following. Whatnot is the same. You got to treat Whatnot like eating. Whatnot's not eBay. I can list 5 items today and maybe not list any tomorrow. And then you're going to get into the debate. Do you have to list every day? I'm one of the ones that doesn't believe that. Because I was successful and I am successful on eBay without listing every day. So I'm a little bit different. My brain's different than a lot of people. Whatnot, you can't do that. I can't have a show and then disappear for a month because those 8 people that showed up to watch your show have now moved on to somebody different because you're not there anymore.
So do you think it's better to have a niche though, or can you just do random items?
I don't know. So I'm not sure because I'm not sure because if it's me, I'm not going to your card show because I'm not into cards, but I might go to Chris because Chris is running. I don't know what Chris is going to run. There's an excitement because I don't know what he's pulling out of this bin. It could be some He-Man. It could be some Ninja Turtles. It could be uranium glass. It could be Pyrex. So I'm going to sit and chill in Chris's show because of that. So I don't know how to really answer that because I don't know. You know, I have a guy that's local to me that just started and he's in the Legos and he's doing a really good job with Legos because he did niche down, but I don't know. I'm not really sure.
So Teresa, I guess she lost her internet connection because she's the type of buyer that will not sit in the room and wait on those items that are random pulls. She would rather see the catalog. And that's what I was wondering. Do you notice any difference when you do a catalog or when you do random pulls? Like with the random pulls, you would put an ounce. You'd have your thing up for ounces. You get the 100 items that weigh under 8 ounces, and you would go and you would run those, or you would run 100 items that's got a pound. Or do you find a better success rate when you spend the time to take the pictures and put a title in and run a catalog?
No, time is money. Time is always money. I say that all the time. I am not going to sit there and spend 8 hours cataloging. So what I do with my shipping is I do 7 to 11 ounces. So let's say I'm running this flashlight and I'm running this, right? Let's say this is a pound and this is 3 ounces. And you buy both of these, I'm gonna make up for that difference, right? So I keep my all my weight. So if you come to my show, I have one pull. It's one random pull, it's called, and it's 7 to 11 ounces. Eventually, because I'm running items that are a little bit less, and then I'm running some items that are a little bit higher, eventually they'll kind of like, the weight will work itself out. I've never had a weight. I've been doing Whatnot for a year now. I've never had an issue with the weight. You also get 5 adjustments a week that you can change the poundage for free. So that's a nice thing. So
now, do you still get that adjustment? I know they changed something. They just recently changed something with the shipping where you got to scan your own items or something instead of clicking the box or whatever. Do you know what is that? What is the new?
Yeah, so there's a scan. Well, the scan thing is new. That floored us the one day. We were like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten clarification what that's about. Some people are saying it's about because items aren't getting scanned in or people are printing out labels and not shipping the item. There's a bunch of different theories about it. Welcome back. So thought it was something I said.
No, it just randomly shut down and said, sorry, you're not connected to the internet anymore. I don't know what's going on. Corey probably rebooted the router.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I don't overthink the shipping, and I think that's a big thing why people don't get into it. They get nervous about the shipping. I have never had an issue with shipping, and all my shows. So just so you know, I don't end my show unless it's a raid train, until we hit over 100 items. So every show I sell over 100 items. So like last night.
So you run a show till you sell 100 things.
No, I run a show. I'll sell 100 items in an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. I go fast. I'm boom, 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 boom.
It'd take me 3 days to sell 100 items.
Yeah, I'm different. So yesterday our show, we started at 7 o'clock. We ended at 9 o'clock. It was 2 hours. We did 139 items. So
see, now when you say that, it reminds me of Bearded Thrift Machine, like Julian and Kayla. They run that all the time, but they only do once a week show. Like not even once a week shows. They do them like a couple times a month, and then they're done.
Yeah, we do 2 shows a week. We do 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, and then we do 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and then we got 3 raid trains this weekend. We got 2 on Saturday, and then we got a rooster battle of the roosters where I'm going to run this hen on a nest. It's basically whoever makes the most money off their product wins, like bragging rights. It's nothing crazy.
So Nancy has a question for you. I know the answer. I want you to go ahead and answer this, JT, since it says, does Whatnot have shipping labels, or do you have to use Pirate Ship or something else?
No, shipping label. They use Shippo. So you do the shipping labels right through Whatnot. In fact, I think you have to. I've never even seen the option.
Yeah.
I think you have to ship them through.
Yeah, you have to ship through.
And
Whatnot.
your only option typically is priority, correct? Because they do a lot of priority and flat rates.
Yeah, it depends on how many items and so anything anything under 1 pound is going to be priority, or it's going to be ground advantage, and then anything over 5 pounds, unless I can hit it in a flat rate box, which with the items I sell is usually never happens, then it's going to be ground advantage.
Yeah, I sell with PWE also. You get that option too. So
yeah.
What is that?
A plain white envelope.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like eBay standard envelope.
Yes. Yeah. Just like that.
The shipping's not really. I think people get a little. So like there's a spot where you can change. Like we had a box today, right, from yesterday's show that was probably 24 by 15 by 12. We don't change it. It's 12 by 12 by 12 every package. It does, even if the package is 8 by 4 by 2, you don't have to change it. I'm telling you, I've never changed a package. I've sold over, I don't even know how many items I've sold over there now. Is it 6,000, 7,000? I don't even know. I've never changed the package dimensions ever.
Yeah, I just put the weight in. I never changed the dimensions either.
Yeah. Nobody changes. At least that I know of. I don't know I have anybody that changes the dimensions.
Yeah.
Maybe in the beginning because they think they have to. We did in the beginning too, and then we were literally told, no. You don't mess with the dimensions. Don't touch them. Leave them alone. And it's you're good. So.
Yeah. But I really go, I'm sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
No. You ain't talked all night. You need to talk.
Sure.
Hold on, I have to make a comment to Kat. I do like what Kat's talking about. Like I'm right there with her. She likes the people who pre-list items. Even one photo with a small description where you can go do your work. And that's where I think a lot of I don't even know what to call it. A lot of people get in trouble on Whatnot buying is because they're just buying stuff hoping that they can resell it because they get it for a less amount, but it's not something that's sellable.
SCG, I don't have an audience, so there would be nothing to have patience for.
It's just to preload your items is too much work. If programs like Nifty and I'm part of Nifty. Programs like Nifty and Vendu and is List Perfectly even around anymore? I don't even know if that's around anymore.
People use List Perfectly a lot.
Okay, yeah. So if you could bring items like that, maybe I would. But for me, it's about time. I don't have time because, again, I'm an estate pull. Now, if I'm doing women's clothing, then I probably could do it. But because I'm an estate pull and there's times I walk in and my show's at 8:30 in the morning. I walk in at 8 and my rack here is empty. And I literally just start pulling bins and putting stuff up there. And then somebody will come in and say, "Hey, you got any watches?" And I'm like, "Oh, there's my bin right there full of watches. Let me pull my bin of watches out. Hey, do you got Pokemon?" You know, I think it's preference, right? I won't go to a show. I'm not pre-bidding on anybody's show if I see the pictures. I want to see him hold it up because I don't trust the pictures.
We've had that issue too with some other platforms that sell live sell. Where we bought stuff on there, but you get partway through, even on Whatnot, you get partway through it, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and you've already bid, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's got this gigantic rip down the back, or this gigantic stain," and now I'm forced to purchase it because they don't cancel.
I'm never pre-bidding on an item on Whatnot if there's only one picture. I'm going to tell you that. I think that's no offense, that's your own fault if you do that and there's something wrong. That's, again, I think as a seller, you're more protected because I'm going to hold this item up, and now I'm going to tell you, by the way, all right, so we got this right here.
But
by the way, the call out is it doesn't work, you know? But if I just take a nice little picture with a nice white background, you don't know that unless I write it in there, and that's just too much. And then you're going to deal with questions. Now you're getting messages. So what do you mean it doesn't work? Is it because it needs batteries, or did you drop it? And like, I don't have time for all that. You know, that's just, it's not my style of reselling. It's just different.
So somebody wants to know, if you enter dimensional weight, if you don't enter the dimensions, what happens when you run into a package that uses dimensional weight versus actual dimensions?
You don't. The shipping label is based off poundage through Shippo through Whatnot, so you're not going to end up with an issue. I've shipped out a half a refrigerator box at 12 by 12 by 12, so it's already printed out and it's going by the weight. When it's scanning in, it's talking about the weight. I don't understand it. I really don't.
Whatnot's gotta have some.
I want to say that's why our prices for USPS is going up because of Whatnot.
Or it could be people use priority mailers as padding. That's another theory.
I don't do that. Hey,
I've heard that.
I do have access to the new Ground Advantage boxes.
I do too.
I use those.
I haven't gotten those yet.
Have you ordered them?
I have. It's been 3 weeks. I'm still waiting.
We waited almost a month, I think, to get ours.
My envelopes came in today.
Your envelopes did, bro?
Or actually, Monday or Tuesday. They came
we
in.
made the mistake of ordering the stupid paper padded, which I don't think we will ever use because everybody that's used them so far has said that they're not good. They rip in shipping. Oh, shoot. They're just not good.
Oh, really?
I've done.
We're waiting on those ones, Chris. We're waiting.
Speaking of,
these are the poly bags. Look how big these suckers are, man.
Speaking of padded mailers, anybody that's interested in those padded mailers, a while back, I still have a ton of them. If y'all want them,
do you, bro?
I keep forgetting mine are in a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
These poly bags are nice. I like them.
If you've used up the ones you got from me and you need more, just hit me up. I got to plenty.
But the paper.
All right.
So Kat also said that.
Hold on a minute. The paper mailers are straight
Kat also said that.
For padding.
Kat also said that she doesn't pre-bid on the items, but I know you can like items on Whatnot. If people do pre-bid it, you can like them and you get notified when they get run.
Yeah.
So
you can.
that's what I've done with items that I'm watching that I don't want to pre-bid on.
Yeah.
I just go in and like it and then I get notified.
Yeah. I think it's to each their own. I you know what I mean? It depends on your style. Again, I also think is if you're making your show entertainment, you know, like we try to make our show fun. So we try to, I read every comment. We engage with the crowd. The other day, Tuesday morning, I was wearing a sexy Santa outfit almost, I guess you would say. And someone said to go outside and start waving to everybody driving by. So I turned my camera. No, it was one I kind of made. I was goofing around, and I went outside for 30 seconds, and I just started waving at everybody driving by. We just do dumb stuff.
Did you take your camera with you when you did it?
No, you could see me because I set my door is literally right here, so you could see me. So everybody could see me on the camera. So we try to make it fun. Like I think we try to make it. It's not just about a selling show. We try to have a lot of fun and just have a good time.
JT, you got a question from Big Flippin' Goods. He says, would preloading be worth it if the time was not much of a factor?
So this is so with the preloading. So I did that. I did this retro video game show on November 5th. It was our highest profitable show we've done, almost $6,000 in an hour and a half. It was a great show. I preloaded 15 games. A lot of the games that were selling for $200, $300 games, and it didn't make a difference. It didn't make any difference. So what happened was I was watching the Dallas Cowboy game while I was listing these games the Sunday before. And I got to, I think, 15 games. I'm like, oh my God, I'm done. I'm not preloading anymore. I'm tired. I don't know how anybody does this. I'm complaining to my wife. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm just running this. I don't care what they sell for. So I get to the show, and it didn't even matter. I start holding up $200 games. To me, it didn't matter. I mean, I've been to shows where I go support people, and they got everything preloaded, and they just sit there, and they wait for something to get bid on. And or like, all right, well, I'm going to run item 25 now, and I'm going to skip by 1 through 24 because I got a bid on 25. And I find that boring. I find it because I want you to do number 2. So do I have to bid on it now? Because again, I don't want to pre-bid. I want to, excuse me. I want to see you turn the item around. I want you to tell me the call outs. So again, I think it just goes back to preference and how you want to do your show.
So now I have a quick question, and I don't.
Sure. Wait a minute.
I don't know
Teresa.
if you're going to answer it or not, but we watch. There are a lot of YouTube people who do YouTube that also somewhat resell. So they are reselling YouTube channels, but their primary income is from YouTube. So is Whatnot your primary income, or is TikTok Shop your primary income, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
For
Yeah,
you to run the stuff on TikTok or on Whatnot, and not care what it goes for, is it because that's not your primary income and you do it because you enjoy it, or
I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok Shop. I hate it, but I make good money. I make good money doing it. I know exactly what you're saying. I know guys that make thousands of dollars a month off Nifty. I know guys that make thousands of dollars off their Facebook account. Yep. So what's your primary? Are you actually reselling that much? So for me, my biggest income monthly is TikTok Shop. That is my biggest income monthly. I will share so I had my wife send it just so like we've done $45,000 in the last 90 days for Whatnot. That's our numbers. That's not profit. That's not profit.
That's just gross sales.
Yes. And I'm going to say it's probably around 60% profit is probably what I'm going to say, because my cost of goods is super cheap. So eBay, I'm doing probably a couple $100 a week now. I used to do really, really high on eBay, but eBay's dropped down because, again, I've shifted my selling to Whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. In fact, I find Whatnot harder than eBay. eBay was so much simpler because I could list at my own convenience. Whatnot, you have to entertain people. You got to get them to come back to your show. So you got to have good products. I can't just hold up, Black Diamond VHS and Beanie Babies the whole show. You gotta lay the lumber. You gotta bring the fire. You gotta bring the lounge fly bags. You gotta bring the $200 video games every once in a while. The Pokemon cards. You have to bring people back. But TikTok Shop
that would exhaust me, having to entertain people. When I can sit in the comfort of my living room or whatever and list, entertaining people, just like going out in public and doing stuff with, we do an event once a year that is a whole bunch of resellers. We go on a party bus and go thrifting from from thrift store to thrift store. By the end of that weekend, I'm done. I'm drained. So to entertain people on top of doing selling, it sounds very draining.
It is. And Tuesday mornings are my most draining days because I go live every morning on TikTok at 7:30 a.m. And I go live over there, and I go right from there to my Whatnot show. So I'm live from 7:30 in the morning till 10:30, and it's draining. And then I got to get off that live and I gotta go pump out 20 to 30 videos. So now I'm in the video camera trying to come up with. So it is, but it's super rewarding though. Like the money is very good. Um, but I'm a high volume seller. I try to sell as quick as I can. If you've never been to my Whatnot shows, you'll if anybody in the chat has, they'll tell you I'm. It's very hard to comp in my shows, and that's to my detriment. Like I mean, think if I have an item, I should slow down a little so I know people can go look it up. But I'm super quick. I'm super fast. My average sale per item is about $5-6 an item, I think is where I'm at. So
Brad, you had a question earlier. What was it?
No, I was actually just going to speak up on your behalf. The real reason you brought him on here was to talk about TikTok. So we were gonna let Teresa was going to give you like 5 minutes to talk about TikTok. Remember?
But
Is that what I agreed to?
I didn't bring.
Was that Tuesday that I agreed to give him 5 minutes for TikTok?
It's a joke, Chris. It's a joke.
Oh,
It's called a JOKE. We're joking.
okay.
he told me not to talk about TikTok too much.
Yeah, I did tell him that in the back room before he come on.
I drop videos on TikTok.
I told him.
only
I told
every
him.
once in a
Listen.
while.
I says, listen. I can't have you talking about TikTok too much because Teresa will start cussing like a sailor, and I can't have
I
that.
will tell
on
you,
this show.
I have had 2 videos go viral on TikTok. And it was because Walmart sent me boxes. And instead of doing the stack, sending one entire stack of boxes, they put those damn things one in a box. And I got 15 boxes of one box in a box.
So
Like,
you
who
got
does
30
that? Like,
boxes.
seriously. What?
I said, so you got 30 boxes.
Yeah, and twice. They did it to me twice.
Hey, there is
So,
a question.
yeah.
It says, do you think Whatnot would be okay for all the storage unit stuff I get that I don't want to list on eBay? I usually donate about 60% of my units I win.
See, to me, when he says that, that makes it sound like I just want to list all my junk on Whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what when he says that, that's what I hear. Is it stuff that he would donate and not list on eBay? So it's let me go to Whatnot and sell my junk.
Yeah, and I think you could, but I don't. I think you could, but you got to list some bangers, and you got to be entertaining. You got to throw. I don't. There's people that do that. I mean, I'll tell you right now. So like whatever. We sell 100 items. We'll just say 100 items. Not all 100 of them are bangers, but I can think of an item we sold. It's a local pickup. This item is probably not even a $5 item on eBay, but somebody who wanted it for Christmas because it was a Christmas show paid $8 for it because it's an item they can't find somewhere. So, so there's 2 different things going on. It's people buying because they actually want it, because they want it for their house, or because they're a collector, or it's somebody that's looking to flip. Like, so when I'm buying on Whatnot, I'm looking to flip. I'm not looking to put it up on my mantle. So you could get away with that. There are people that. I've seen shows that are all people like set up outside of a storage unit.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen people go live on Whatnot and sell directly from the bins.
Yeah, people do it from TJ Maxx. I've seen people do it at TJ Maxx. K-Way Shop.
I agree with
K-Way Shop does it from the thrift stores.
Huh.
I agree. So I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just, that's what I hear of when people say it's stuff I don't want to list on eBay, which, for your $25 and above, that's what we do. We do $25 and above on eBay. Anything else that we don't sell, we sell as lots on our dollar auction.
Yeah.
To get rid of it.
So
it's
like video
our clearinghouse.
So video games, because I'm decently knowledge at video games. I'm not an expert by any means, but so if I pull up a game and I know it's $25 or more, I'm running it by itself. But if it's under that, my shows, you'll see me run 2 at a time. Like, so at least now if it's a $14 video game, so now at least you're getting 2 $14 video games for $2 if that's what you get it. So that's what I try to do because I know it's probably people aren't gonna bid on a $9 video game at $2.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if you do giveaways.
I do. I spend. Yes, I do. I do a buy. I do a bless the chat one, which we get about 10 to 12 of those a show. And then I always end with a $50 buyer giveaway. Most of my giveaways, I usually spend about $100 a show in giveaways, usually, depending.
Okay.
Do you have a
and
lot
I-
of Gibby goblins?
You do, and there's nothing you can do. There's not. I've never had
Chris's
one.
wife is probably one of your Gibby goblins.
I've never. I mean, my definition of a Gibby goblin is somebody who leaves you a bad review. If you're talking about a form filler, like where they fill the form out and they don't buy anything in a buyer giveaway, I saw somebody win $1,000 gift card last weekend and they never bought an item. So
that's what, to me, that's what a Gibby goblin
yeah,
is. They
you
go
can't
into
do
your
it.
shows,
You can't do anything
never have
about it.
No, they never have any intentions of buying your stuff.
Yeah.
They'll follow you just to try and get a chance to win something free.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we actually had somebody win 2 in one show that never bought anything. But this is my thing, right? If you're coming there to hang out, I made it so this is where my community, I call it JT fam. Like, we're just a family. Like, if you can't buy anything, I still want you there. I want you talking in the comments, and go ahead and put in for it. The only thing I don't like is don't put in for the buyers if you didn't buy anything, because that is for specifically, like, I go and I get a $50
You
gift
can't
card.
stop that.
You can't. There's little loopholes you can do, but I'm not doing it. It's too much work. If it is what it is, because it's illegal. You can't make somebody buy something and to get in to do a giveaway. So there are little tricks you can do, but it's too much work. For me, it is what it is. It is what it is. It happened at our retro gaming show. We had a really big giveaway and somebody won it and the chat went nuts and we're pissed off. And the person said, thanks, with a smiley face. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing, you just move on and it is what it is.
Oh, Mr. Sadie stepped in.
All right.
What did you say?
Chris,
Says
you
this
giving
is
away a
not
bass
entry
boat?
fee for the bass boat. Chris is giving away.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sadie.
Chris is not giving away a bass boat.
Here is the coitus turtles.
Thank you, Mr. Sadie. We greatly appreciate that. All right. Where we come to that time.
Yep.
JT, would you like to promote anything? Tell everybody I'm going to make your screen big, and I want you to tell everybody all the platforms you're on, all your stores, and promote whatever you want to promote. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I mean, how do I? What? Oh, there it is. There it is.
You get to be big.
Oh my God, I'm by myself. Okay. Well, listen, thank you for having me on here. My big thing is, if you follow me on TikTok, I go live every morning. I have to run TikTok shop items because it's just part of being a TikTok shop member, but we do talk about reselling. We talk about flipping. I'm an average guy. I was a nurse. I hated my job. I hated everything. I was not in a good place, and I left it all to resell. So I know what it takes. As a 40-year-old man, when I made that decision, it was tough. So I try to teach people the best I can to live their best life, whether it's through reselling, hustling, TikTok shop. So I go live, and that is how I do things. I'm about family. I'm about supporting everybody on a positive level, having some fun. You can come catch our Whatnot shows. You can come to my TikTok shows and come hang out with us. But that is the biggest way you can support me. If you're looking for more reselling content, that would be Facebook. My Facebook page is my biggest place to find me with reselling. And unless you're catching my lives at TikTok on 7:30 a.m. Eastern time over on TikTok, JT Entertains. You'll see the red beard, my jowls, I call them. So I have the same profile picture everywhere. So that's me.
All right. Teresa, you got anything?
Just normal Saturday dollar auctions drop, as well as Saturday we drop Corey does, because I don't do a whole lot of it. The Saturday shop talk. For anybody that's in the chat that doesn't know, we do.
We all do.
We are part of a group that does a once a year reselling event down in Omaha, Nebraska, called Plains to Profit. If you're interested, you are more than welcome to go on to Plains to Profit the spelled out 2. So plains TO profit.com to get your tickets. It is a fun event. You get to hang out with other resellers. It's not like most reselling events. We pretty much move as a group the entire time. So it's not like you get there and you're stuck hanging out with some random person. You get to hang out with all 40 of us. So other than that, nada.
So those of you that are new to the channel, because JT joined us, we want to thank y'all for coming over and watching. I want to say on Tuesdays, we have another show over on a YouTube channel called Reseller Therapy. That's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come by and watch that. If you need some reselling therapy, that'll be the place to go. Other than that, you can come catch us here again every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brad, you have not said anything all night. To now is your time. Oh, Teresa raised her hand. She's got something else to say.
Hold on. I have to make this comment. Todd wants to know, since JT is a nurse, if he can help him, can he give me
Blue
urgent
pills?
care for this butt thing?
I
Right there.
thought Todd was needing a
Send him
refill.
some pictures on Instagram or
Todd's a
Facebook. He'll
joker
help.
there, JT.
I was trying to figure out if it was one of my guys coming over here
No.
saying that. I didn't know who it
He's-
was. I was like,
He's known as Hands because on any of his YouTube videos or any YouTube things that he's live with, the only thing you see are his hands. You don't
oh,
see
okay.
anything else. So,
Just that one hand. All
okay,
right, Brad.
now it's you, Brad.
Brad has
Todd
not
was-
said
Take us
anything
away.
all night. He has not blessed us with his presence, voice, or
Dude.
anything.
I interjected whenever I had opportunities to interject.
I mean, but now
You have a guest over the house, you don't talk over him the whole time.
I understand that. But now is Brad's time. This is Brad's special time.
Brad
Take it
needs
away,
NyQuil
Brad.
and sleep.
Whatever that is. All right. If everybody would bow your heads in prayer with me, let's pray. All right. First off, dear Lord, thank you for letting JT entertain us tonight. We appreciate that. God, we pray that you'd help Chris, give him the grace and the patience to deal with his fat-feeted buyer, and also help him not insult any more buyers. God, we also pray you bless Corey and Teresa's sex bot throuple that they got going on over there on the farm. And God, also send us directions to these TikTok shops I keep hearing about. I hadn't seen one yet. And we ask all these things. Amen.
Hasta la vista.
JT, do not leave. Here we go.